Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course we're playing Valley by Night River City, our Vampire 5th Edition actual play. I'll be your storyteller for the evening, Jason. And as usual, with me tonight will be Walter playing Duba, Rappy playing Iola,
Close enough.
Sarah playing Emma, one moment, Jeremy playing Egidio, and Eric playing Kyle. Who remembers where we left off last week?
Well, we apparently lost Walter and gained somebody called Duba.
I'm on the top of Nakatomi Plaza.
Look, I just read his name. Right, or it appears in his square, I guess.
I'm ready to kick Hans off the ledge.
It is the best Christmas movie.
I think it's returning to theaters this year. All right, first tangent over. Let's go. We're getting started late, so we probably need to move. All right. So after a little bit of planning and shuffling around and preventing a traitor in your midst, at least potentially, you invaded the hospital across the street into Cam territory. You did so knowing they were planning to attack you. You are fairly certain their reinforcements for coming in from Moulton will be delayed, if nothing else.
Delayed, devoured, one of the two.
One kind of
whichever happens first.
And we ended, y'all were at the top floor of the hospital. Let's see.
That one doctor that the Kindred was talking to, Egidio convinced to leave.
Correct. He's going home to grab his family and just leave town, period.
Going to Disney World.
Which is closed now, but that's fine. The drive will be enjoyable and safe.
And during the daytime.
Well, if they went to land, it'd be fine. It'd be even further.
Now, somebody was in the stairwell. I think everybody was in the stairwell, actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Walter, I believe, was at the very top.
Yeah, he was the one fighting the dude.
All right, yes, and you'd had a fellow in a knife suit come out with a knife already dripping blood that he had tried to stab you with. The rest of you are coming up the stairwell behind Walter. You know,
Egidio's one floor down. Coming up the rear.
Right, you're already on the top floor.
I'm there. I'm just coming up the rear, not taking a quick motion or anything. Just like going very casually, knowing my beef Doritos got this.
You say this now.
And that is where we're going to start off, is with Walter and this unnamed, yet well-dressed kindred.
Don't ever say well-named. I will ask for their name. This is a threat.
I said unnamed and well-dressed.
I know you said unnamed. I said I will ask for a name. This is a threat.
All right, Duba, so he is taking a swing or a stab at Walter.
Okay. Do we see this guy?
You can hear some stuff going on. Y'all are basically a floor below him coming up around the stairs. Basically down where y'all took care of those, I think it was two other kindred were down there planning an ambush that Walter kind of ruined by jumping past him. All right, so he's stabbing you, Walter. What are you doing?
I'm gonna do my best to stop the stabbing.
Okay. Are you just going defensively, or are you trying to retaliate on him?
Probably retaliate.
All right.
So what all do I need to roll?
If you were punching him, it would be brawl strength.
Okay.
I guess it would also be that if you were grappling him or something.
I remember from last game that my prowess should still be active.
Yeah, this would be the same scene. Yes.
Alright. Please, cat, I don't need you up here. Alright. Ooh. Alright. That is 1, 2. I want to say a total of 6 successes.
All right. You beat him by quite a bit. He had 2 successes.
Well, luckily I had 2 10s on the roll to make it a 6, so because I would have only had 4 if I hadn't got that.
All right. So you
So
beat
have-
him by. You said you had 6. So you beat him by 4.
I have a feeling this guy's forte isn't brawling either, so.
No, not really. I
And
mean, he's not
with
terrible with
the
his knife, but he's clearly
with
not
the
Walter.
prowess active, that's a extra 3
All
to
right.
the.
So that is.
God darn it.
That is
It's
7
also
damage.
unhalved, right?
I think
No?
you still have it. Yeah.
Okay.
If it was a regular person, it would be full force.
Yeah, regular person's aggravated.
Person, it'd be aggravated.
So the
Thinking
only
of
the only time it wouldn't be unhalved is if he had feral weapons.
Which I don't.
What there was
Feral
whatever.
weapons, the Tremere have something that could be stacked with that would do the same thing.
I thought Potence had something, but
So-
that's fine.
So for superficial, it actually gets through to him, which is still a real good lick. You know, you basically punch him in the chest. He slams up against the wall.
And Egidio comes around with a gun.
Does he?
Yeah.
All right, you're right up there. Go ahead.
What, you
That
think I was
feels like
kidding?
a threat.
Okay, that's a shitty roll to start the game, but that's okay. I will use a willpower reroll. That's better. I got 3 successes.
Okay, that's a hit. He didn't know.
Yeah.
He didn't even realize you were coming.
Kind of. I saw him, so I've been gauging where he is this whole time.
Yeah, he'd only just
and
kind of
so
stepped
just-
in the door to take the staff. So
Yeah, so just kind of right behind him. Just that's 3, and then that is 2 more, and that's all ag.
that's an additional 5 on top of the 4 he's already taken. So he goes down.
We barely knew him.
Hi,
Mhm.
Walter. See if I can get some ID off of this guy.
Studio, thank you for the assistance.
I knew you had it, but it's good to see a friendly face here.
Likewise, and agreed.
All right.
It should just be the snipers. So,
Yep,
and
folks
he
on the roof.
like looks down, and I guess at this point sees everyone else kind of rolling, coming.
Everybody
up the
else should be
stairs.
coming around the stairs up to your level at this point.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. After hearing
Ah.
the gunfire.
Fortuitous timing. Onward.
By the
Whoa.
rest of us, it's was it Miles and Kincaid with us as well, and Oldman and Montgomery?
Uh,
I think the only one with us was Montgomery.
yeah, I think everybody else
Mhm.
everybody else was spreading throughout the hospital to clear out.
Okay.
As many folks. As
I
they-
will
or as
also
many
say I have
cam as they could.
turned off the stinky aura,
One moment.
so no one's the wiser. As Egidio is blinking back, and as he's walking, he's like, "Well, they have another stairwell. They have another staircase over here. That's how they're getting to the roof access. So I think this is our best chance. I think as soon as we take these people out, we're good. We'll be able to hold this off."
Sounds good enough to me. Let's get started.
All right. Who is going through the door first?
I am gonna do the Vampire the Masquerade equivalent of checking for traps.
Okay, babe.
I guess wits awareness then.
Yeah. Let's see. I have. Oh, I should have added 2 more dice to that. Whatever. Oh, I did it. Okay, no, we're good. I wits awareness. Yep. 2 successes.
All right. And it doesn't look like you don't see any grenades tied to door handles or anything.
The shotgun with the line drawn across it.
Yeah, you don't see nothing like that. I mean, it's their building. They probably wouldn't want to blow anything up.
That's true. I will slink back into the shadows and very gently open the door and pretty as I please, because it always works for me.
So you just sort of push, or trying to think which way the door would go. You would probably push outward into the.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think all building doors are required to, so you can't. So a crowd couldn't. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So you swing the door open.
Fire hazard. Who's shooting me?
Several people.
Uh-huh.
It's not that they, you were talking about being wrapped in the shed. It's not that they necessarily see you. It's just they were clearly sitting here doing this little number, and when the door opened, they just
Yeah.
that whole area is getting covered. So I'm just making one roll to see if any of the shots hit you.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to make
roll.
some sort of evasion if you want to.
I will roll to. I do not get hungry. I'm going to boost my dexterity for this. So instead of 6, I have 8 dice.
And there is some sort of penalty for dodging gunfire, but since we've basically not used it the entire campaign, I don't guess I'll start. But I was reading something referencing it.
Not starting now.
I rolled 4 successes.
That was way too happy a sound for a vampire game, but but only one of them was a 10. Oh well. 6 successes. How many did you say you had?
I got 4, so they get me.
All right, so that is 2. These are rifles, not the sniper rifle.
Probably another 3.
That sounds right, but let me just check.
Are my insides on fire?
Let's see.
Mask and storyteller.
Shotgun. Medium gunshot. Yeah.
So generally, medium.
We'll go with 3. And no, these are shooting regular rounds.
Okay, good. So that's.
So it's a total of 5 damage,
reduced to-
halved. And you're probably wearing some sort of armor.
Yeah. So that's what, like 2 off the top of my head?
Armor only converts aggravated to superficial.
Oh, okay. So it's not actually doing.
So if they had incendiary rounds.
Yeah. Is it 3 or 2? Because it was 5 total.
3.
3? Okay.
Damage rounds. So
That's what I thought.
Correct.
That's fine. Takes the hit. Well, kind of takes it in stride. Kind of supernaturally. I think you guys have seen a Gideon take a hit before. It's almost like. It's not that it didn't do anything. He wins, but he still does enough to roll out of the way. He's rolling towards it instead of away and trying to get to some cover on the other side.
Dark Souls dodge rolling.
Yeah. And then he'll find that. I imagine it's those big towers that are on top of the roof.
All right, so the rest of y'all see Egidio open. He fades in the shadow. The door opens. Gunfire comes through. He kind of rolls back down the stairs a little bit.
No, I'm rolling forward. I'm not rolling.
Oh,
I'm not rolling
out. He rolls out into the
rooftop. His
Well, the rest of y'all
his thinking
do.
is like, okay, I can take the initial barrage. Everyone else get in there.
All right, how are y'all going through the door? Who's going through the door first?
Obviously, Egidio did.
Emma is not getting in front of the Dorito because that'll just block everybody.
I was about to say, all hail the mighty Dorito, and me taking up the entirety of the door and probably in some.
So, if not that, Kyle would be, because he's a wolf right now. So he's gonna get zippy.
Is he still
You'd
in the
have
wolf
better
form?
luck.
Yep, he is.
Okay, I knew old Montgomery had shifted back.
As I say, Walter's basically like, well, time to be a wall.
All right, so Walter's going through the door.
Yep.
All right, when you step out, there were 3 people with rifles, clearly the ones that just shot down. They're sitting there basically working the action. Looks like hunting rifles, not anything, military looking. You still see the snipers over against the edge of the building. Sounds like they're still exchanging some fire with the guys at the mall. Though they're hearing this commotion behind them, they're starting to, slouch down where the mall guys couldn't see them starting to turn around.
Well, if anything, what would I need to do to kind of do like a charging action to just kind of be running at somebody to kind of grab hold of them?
Oh, you're
Okay.
gonna truck him.
The 3 that I've already fired were they're like 10 or 15 feet from the door. Probably stationed there just as soon as they saw y'all get in the building. So you can reach them without any trouble.
All right. If that's Walter's goal is whatever's closest, he's about to run and just try to snag one of them.
All right.
So, what do I need to do in contestants? Or just strength brawl still, or
What exactly are you trying to do? Are you just running and punching somebody? Are you grabbing somebody and chunking them? What, snatching guns away from them? What do you do?
Yeah, it's basically Walter's about to just grab somebody. Like, well, we're on top of a building.
All right.
Just push them off.
I believe wrestling and holds and stuff still fall under brawl.
Yep.
So yeah, I guess it's still a strength brawl.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay. 5 successes.
Just 1 second. I didn't print ghoul stats out, so let me find.
How
where
dare.
they're at. Boy, that word pops up a lot. Here we go. All right. So physical is 4. Oh, this is not going to go well for these poor boys. Oh. And a penalty because they've already done something this round. But... yeah, 2 successes. And how many did you have, Walter? Or how many
5.
did Walter have? And what is your potence?
It's a +3.
All right. So yeah, you have no trouble. You just run up, basically grab this guy by the throat and just heave him. He goes arcing over the side and down into the parking lot.
I was gonna say that's also like a feat of strength in potent, so he just
Yeah.
like
so the
he's
distance
nothing.
is not a problem.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've got a 4 or 5 strength regular. So.
I do. The strength is 5.
But
4, excuse me.
So yeah, it's just kind of like, and then when you toss, you just hear a scream. Ah!
The Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
And then Oh, well, the scream cuts off rather suddenly. And the other two ghouls are kind of looking at each other. All right.
After Walter just throws that person over the edge, he just kind of looks back to the left, like, "Well, come on, there's a few more for you."
Who's next out the door?
Yeah, Kyle will.
All right.
While everyone else is ducking out the door, Emma is going to send a quick message to. What was the security guy's name? Started with an F. Over on the mall.
Oh, I got it on my previous page.
She was just like, we could have done this a long time ago.
Well, I thought I'd written it down on this page.
Finnegan?
Sounds good. Let's go with
It
it.
sounds correct, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
It sounds like adjacent. She's gonna send a text or something. She's gonna send a text. Hey, mind the friendlies, just so he can kind of keep an eye that they're on the roof. Please don't shoot us as well.
You get an understood, and you don't, and then you stop hearing gunfire from across the street because they were just exchanging fire with the snipers, and those snipers are now crouched down and turned around, facing the door. All right, Kyle,
Okay.
you're going through the door. One of those snipers is going to take a shot at you as soon as he sees a big effing wolf.
Yeah.
All right, so what are you doing as you go through the door? What is your action?
Where is the closest sniper?
As you come to the door, you see Walter out ahead of you. There's still two people there. You saw him chunk one of them. The other two guys are probably a good 30 feet from you. Over at the edge of the building.
Cool. Wolf.
kinda
I have four
yeah.
legs.
Fair enough. So basically, you're charging one of them as he tries to shoot you.
Pretty much, yeah. Whichever one's closest, he's just ears back, just.
Like a large angry chihuahua.
No, just someone released the giant fur torpedo.
You've clearly never owned a chihuahua.
Chihuahuas think they're giant wolves
Uh-huh.
until you stand up and take a step at one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, he's shooting at you. He got 4 successes.
I got 5.
Okay. So you beat him by 1. So you managed to clamp down his arm so his shot goes wild.
Is this a ghoul by chance?
No, this one is a full kindred.
Cool. He takes 4 superficial damage then.
All right.
Unhalved.
He screams
Glad
and bares his teeth when you chomp into him.
I'm glad I succeeded on that roll because my other 100 was a skull.
That
I've
would
had
have
a
been
couple
fun.
of those so far.
Iola, you see all this havoc going on. What would you like to do?
So what do I see in this havoc? Like, how many people are still there?
All right.
Enemies.
There are 2 guys up in front of Walter.
Mm-hmm.
You saw him chunk one of them. Kyle has run over to the side and clamped down on one of the snipers, on the arm of one of the snipers. There's 2 more snipers up the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And then back further behind the 2 guys in front of Walter, you see a very well-dressed man.
Oh.
Like, the guy Walter was fighting inside that Egidio shot. Yeah, he was in a nice enough suit.
Guy's wearing pure Armani.
Yes, this guy is. He's got rings on his fingers, very fancy neck tie clip.
Cufflinks.
I guess I will.
You
shoot
recognize
at
the symbol on his collar as being the sign of Tremere.
Gaudy as hell. Okay.
Little bit masqueradey.
It's a little gaudy.
It's just like toeing the line there.
If you know, you know.
Exactly. Alright, I guess I'll be shooting him. Just need to grab my dice.
Was Egidia's whole thing just getting in, or does he still have an action?
Yeah, you were checking the door and then rolling out of the way of a shot, so that's pretty much going to be it for the
Fine.
round.
Okay.
Alright, so he's getting out of the way while he starts to do something.
So because I have a skill with the weapon I'm shooting, how much does that
Extra
add?
dice.
How many extra dice?
One.
One.
Just
Okay.
the one.
And it's what, firearms dexterity?
Yes, that'd be fine.
Ten successes.
Holy
Jesus.
crap.
I rolled 4 10s, but luckily none of them were the hunger dice. Because I
Alright.
failed my hunger dice, but I rolled a 4. So at least it
So
wasn't a
that's
1
10.
failure.
Minus his 4 successes.
Yeah.
Uh, let's see here. Sure he didn't have. No, that would not have helped him. Okay. Alright, so that is 6 damage you do to him. Plus your gun is. Let me see here.
I don't remember what gun we gave.
I had a
Viola.
pistol, I think, with
Like a
the
regular old
Senior.
pistol.
Think so. Or whatever we had last time.
We'll
'cause I
say
think
plus
I had-
3.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that gives you 9. So that is 9 aggravated. Which I don't think he can handle.
It's gonna chew through his HP already.
I have to admit, I didn't expect him to last long in a stand-up fight, but I thought he'd get around to act.
Throw some fire or something.
Yeah, classic dilemma of the GM, I guess. Alright, so you send a burning projectile right into through his forehead. And he goes down in a thump. It's the most undignified way for a named character to go
But
out.
fitting for the cam.
Well, from your point of view, certainly.
Yeah.
I think the only one that knows who it is would be Emma.
She'd be the only one that have a. Well, I don't know. She might have told the name.
That name came up like session 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
the name
but
came up, but
Mhm.
no one knew who he.
you're
what he
right. You're
looked
right.
like.
Emma would know because she was in that other. She was listening to that other guy and heard
Mhm.
heard him drop the name.
Gotcha.
So yeah, Emma, the guy you've probably in the back of your head been worried about this entire year,
Yeah,
just went down very ignobly. Thump.
yeah.
The best stories.
Is that everybody? No, I've got 2 snipers that have not gone.
Camarilla. And all Emma did was send a text.
Yeah, she's still in the stairway. Well, Iola has definitely drawn somebody's attention. So one of them is shooting at you, Iola.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 6 successes. Let's see. You can go ahead and make a, I guess, Dex Athletics to dodge, if you would like.
Sure. Because we're wearing the whatever jacket armor that Kyle gave us, do I get anything extra for that or no?
That will
Nope.
only affect the damage.
No.
Okay. So you said Dex.
Athletics.
Dex.
And it only affects the damage if that damage is aggravated.
Okay.
He got 6 successes.
Ooh.
Seven.
Very good. You get out of the way. You just see like a little red blur of light zip past you.
Actually saw it in a dream or something.
Yeah, like I kind of knew this was gonna happen. Possibly, maybe.
The other sniper. Oh, let's see. Kyle's up amongst them, so that'd be an awkward shot. The Dorito, though, is looking pretty dangerous. And he gets 1 success. 7 dice, and he gets 1 success. You may give me a Dex Athletics if you'd like.
Alrighty.
Or you just stand there and tank it and be all intimidating.
Oh, sweet. All 4 successed. The 4 successes on the rolls.
No, you realize he's swinging that gun your way, and you just sort of
As that
shuffle
as
around,
that
put one of his buddies in
Dorito.
between y'all or something.
Mm-hmm.
The Dorito ain't too agile, but he can try.
All right, then we're back to the top. The two ghouls with rifles in front of Walter are both going to try to shoot Walter.
Fair enough.
The sniper that shot at Walter already is going to try to shoot at Walter. The guy that Kyle is clamped onto is going to try to bite Kyle. Turnabout's fair play.
I'm going to go ahead and pre-roll counter biting.
Oh, and the guy that shot at Iola will shoot at Iola again.
Okay.
So what are y'all going to do?
Oh.
Egidio is going to try to sneak over to one of the ghouls and just feed on them.
Okay. All right. So, all right.
What would you like me to
Little
roll for
dine
that?
and dash there.
Just
Well,
one
then,
second.
Dash.
I'm gonna get what everybody's gonna do, and then we'll figure out what order that should lie.
Sure.
I mean, the
Well-
Tremere might not be dead. Go take a sippy sip.
Well, I have a conundrum.
Well, let me get
This is
everybody's
10
actions. Let me get everybody's actions first.
Okay.
Iola, what are you
Yeah.
doing?
Well, I'm getting shot at, right?
Somebody's
Or
planning
not
to shoot
yet.
you. Yeah,
Alright.
we're not making the
I'm
rolls
going.
yet. I'm getting just
I'm going
everybody's.
to shoot the person who shot at me.
All right. So y'all
Fair
two will be
enough.
exchanging fire. Walter, what are you doing?
Probably going to be taking a couple of bullets, but he's going to mimic what he did with the first one and just be like, all right, time for you to join your buddy. Yeet!
All right. All right. Then in that case, for rolls, let's start with Kyle and the guy trying to bite him.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm at a conundrum at the moment. This
What's
is
that?
10 successes total.
Okay.
However, it is a messy critical. And I'm sitting there going, do I use a willpower to re-roll these 2 crits? And hopefully one of them not show up as a crit. Or not. Or let the dice have their say.
I don't know. Which one do you want to do?
That's on you. That's on you, big boy. That's
Eh.
the wolf problem.
You know what? Yeah, let's let the dice have their say.
All right. So you got how many?
10 total, but messy critical.
He only got 6.
Okay. So that's a offset of 7.
All right. And you've got feral weapons activated.
Yes. Hence the +2 from feral weapons, 1 because I'm a wolf, so that's 3, and then can't be halved because of feral weapons. And with
All
the
right.
4 he couldn't offset.
All that restraint you've been trying to teach yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The not hunting humans, the just going after animals.
Mm-hmm.
But when this guy snaps his teeth at you and you dig back into him, you just sort of lose it.
Okay.
You clamp onto his neck and you squeeze, you feel stuff snapping. And then you just kind of keep gnawing on him for a while.
Okay.
Give yourself a stain.
Okay.
And that guy goes still.
You're still marching on him.
Iola, let's exchange fire with your guy.
Okay.
He got 4 successes.
Six successes.
Alright. So you beat him by 2. Plus 3 for the weapon. So that is 5 aggravated. So he howls as he takes that hit, but he's still moving around. Egidio.
Hi.
Give me your stealth roll, see if you can creep up on this guy and chomp him.
Yeah. In the middle of combat. Famously
difficult to do, though he is distracted by the big Dorito.
Yeah.
And you've got plenty of shadow to work with up here.
5, 6.
And our ghoul friend here got 0 successes.
Alright.
Oh wait, no, awareness.
Uh,
Awareness was one of his, wasn't it? He should have had more die.
Alright.
I think
That
he had
was
more die. Thank you. Just one.
Anticlimactic for that
Okay.
many dice.
He wound up with 1 success. Excuse me.
Alright. I got 3, 4, 5 successes.
All right, so that is 5 successes. So you definitely creeped up on him.
Mm-hmm.
So how much drinking are you going to do?
I only need to slake one hunger. But as I slake that hunger, he needs to make a frenzy test.
Oh, that's right. Do ghouls make frenzy checks?
It's let's see.
Oh, it's that painful bite thing that your clan has. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true. So he would have to make difficulty 2 stamina resolve if he doesn't make a terror frenzy. Then he needs to make stamina resolve.
All right, he got 2 successes.
That's the difficulty he needed.
All right, so he doesn't freak out. At least not uncontrollably. He's obviously upset.
Yeah. Hey man, do you mind?
So you can take a sip in 1 round. So.
Yep. I'll keep latched onto him, and we'll see where the combat goes.
Okay.
But he's gonna take that 1 sip for the round and slake his hunger for now, and we'll see where we go from there.
And that does prevent him from taking a shot this round. So.
Yes.
Sarah, did I ask you what Emma was doing this round, or did I skip you? I'm sorry. What would Emma like to do this round?
How visible is the Tremere from coming around the stairwell, like out onto the roof?
Oh, he's pretty visible. He's just laying back there. You'd have to go like past Walter and GDO and those 2 ghouls. He's like back behind them from you, but you can see him.
And the one Walter has is kind of like held, or
Walter has not made his roll yet. He's lunging for the guy.
okay. She's gonna look mad as probably anyone's ever seen her. She's gonna lock eyes with the ghoul that Walter's going for after seeing a GDO taking a quick sippy sip. Dominate, compel.
Okay.
1 second. Charisma dominate versus intelligence resolve.
Two successes.
Also 2 successes.
All right, round. Ties go to the player.
Just 1 word. Stop. Walks forward. Takes a shot directly into its head.
All right. Well, this is a ghoul, not a vampire, so yeah, we don't even need to roll. So Walter, you're getting ready to lunge at this guy. You hear Emma say something. The dude just freezes, and then she just kind of steps past you and puts a bullet in his head.
She is walking towards whatever's remaining up on the roof.
The guy GDO's feeding on, and I think the one. I don't think the one that's with. Oh no, the one that Iola's fighting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There were 3 snipers, so there's 2 snipers left, and the guy that GDO's locked into. Those are the only people left up here.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no. After Emma's done that, Walter's just gonna shrug and like, a bit more elegant than what I was planning, but fair enough.
All right. There's still 1 unengaged sniper. Who is already aiming a shot at you, Walter. So if you wanted to charge him or jump out or dodge out of the way, however you want to do it.
Is old Montgomery just hanging out, enjoying the show?
Yeah, kinda. Him and Ada are just kind of hanging back. Y'all spilled out so quickly that
I mean, hey, when you're taking a stronghold, you gotta be fast and swift.
Yeah.
But yeah, Walter will
didn't want to interrupt the pup's fun.
That's also true.
But
Walter will basically, since he couldn't lunge at that one, he's going for the sniper.
Okay. The sniper's trying to shoot you.
Does
6 successes.
Okay. Did I just roll my attack and counter with it, or?
Yes. Just roll your strength brawl.
Okay.
Oh, forgot. One other question I wanted to ask, Jason. Is this a kindred or is this a ghoul?
The one you're clamped onto is a ghoul.
Okay. Ugh.
You can tell by taste.
Yeah,
Blood
exactly.
and vitae do not taste exactly the same.
It's not nearly as. I don't think it'd be nearly as compelling for a GDO.
It's like fruit punch versus a good wine.
Yeah.
All right, Duba, what do we get?
A total of 5 successes, but 2 are 10s.
Well, if it's a total of 5, he got a total of 6.
Now, what I'm saying is I have 5 successful dice. My brain was shorting on the number for the 10s. Wasn't it just +2?
All right, you got if you've got 2 10s,
So you got
that's 2
7.
extra successes, so that'd be 7. So you beat him by 1.
Woo!
So that's 1 plus you said 3 for your potence.
Yes, sir.
So that is 4 half. So he takes 2 more. Or no, this is the first time he's taking damage. So he takes 2. So it's not a real solid lick. But you get in there, you get in there and pop him before he can fire, so his shot goes
You're
wild.
not going for that plate, buddy. Sorry.
At moment.
And
Sorry, you're good to go.
old Montgomery and Ada, step out onto the roof. Montgomery starts moving over towards Kyle, starts trying to talk him down. Tiny, get it under control. He knows how it is. Get it under control. There's a lot going on tonight.
Lock it down, Kyle. Lock it in.
Ada, on the other hand, is walking to Kincaid's body. Or not Kincaid, Caleb's body.
There's the traitor all along. Get her.
She looks mildly disappointed. Not unhappy, just maybe let down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was thinking about this whole wizard's duel kind of thing.
Too much Harry Potter. There's a lot of blood because it is a messy experience for Hecata to drink blood traditionally.
Yeah. So anyway, Ada's over there kind of nudging him with her foot. I'm not sure if he's actually dead or if it's just torpor.
Sure, we can find a stake if you want to make it permanent.
Oh yes, of course I want to make it permanent.
I think Jiggle's like pointing to a pocket.
Actually, removing a head would also work, right?
Yes, that works quite well.
The thing with a stake is if you run it through the heart, all it does is paralyze them.
Yeah, but then you leave him on the roof.
The sun, however, will do the rest of the work.
That's true.
To be fair, if he's in torpor just from the damage, he would lay up here till the sun came up.
Mm-hmm.
However y'all want to do it. All right, one more go. Egidio, your guy is definitely trying to get away from you.
Sure. I will attempt to hold on.
All right.
Gotta hold on for 8 seconds.
Yeehaw!
3 successes.
6, 8. Reroll. Smoke my got him. Yeah, I only got 1. He pushes me off.
Okay. Yeah, he has dropped his rifle while he's doing this, but he managed to shove you off.
I guess my intention. Yeah, I guess my intention would have been to get him in a position, but probably doesn't work so well. But yeah, Egidio comes off. He's like,
yeah, one hand's holding his throat where the wound is, and he tries to dodge around Walter and run to the door.
Like a 2-day road trip to get around Walter.
Wow.
Let's see. He's doing that.
He's sick.
Well, so what do you wow? You're the one that made him.
My brother in Christ, you made the character.
know.
One of the snipers, let's say the one that Iola shot. He jumps over the side of the building.
Do we still have turns?
Oh yeah. You one of you can try to shoot him when he's going over the side if you want to.
Did the other sniper drop their gun?
The other sniper
He had dropped it.
is
to push me
basically
off.
wrestling with Walter right now. Walter got over there and popped him, so he's technically still got the rifle in one hand, but he's not in a position to actually shoot.
What about the one that Kyle is devouring?
That one's gone. He's out.
But even his sniper rifle is
It's laying on the ground.
cool. Emma's gonna
Breathe.
walk over to pick up the sniper rifle and try and take a shot.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you do it? What are you doing?
I think we have the same thought, and I'm like, nope, she's got it. She's walking like murder. She's got it.
Shoulders
But
back.
I'll try to shove the guy that ran away from me into Walter.
Okay. Oh
Directly
no!
into the trapdoor
I'm
spider.
screwed. I screwed the placement. I'm sorry. I forgot Walter had left and run over to the side, so that guy didn't have to run past Walter. He actually had a clear shot to the door because everybody else has moved out of the way.
All right, then I will amend that to say I will at least try to trip him up.
Okay, that's not a problem. Walter, what are you doing? You've got one of the the last sniper left. If oh boy manages to get over the door, get over the wall.
Walter's just going to continue beating him. So.
All right. Let's see. He is not as good at fisticuffs as he is with his gun, so. Oh, that's not good for him at all. He got one success. What did Walter get?
Please hold. Just 5 successes. With the +3, so 8.
4, 3, 8. Drop that to 4. He'd already taken 2. 5, 6. He's looking all beat to be damned. But this is a full kindred, so he's not, unconscious or anything.
Yet.
Iola, what are you doing?
Who else gonna take a pop shot at?
There is a sniper wrestling with Walter. Probably some extra difficulty shooting him because they're tied up together. There's one guy that's basically trying to jump over the side of the building. But you can take a shot at him, to try to prevent him from getting away or whatever. And there is the guy that's turning to run away from a GDO. And you can see a GDO is already kind of going for him.
Okay, we're gonna take a pop shot at the guy trying to jump over the ledge.
Alrighty.
Eight successes.
Holy smokes. Alright, he had 6 on his attempt.
Oh.
So you got him by 2. 3 more for the gun. That is 5. You had already done 5 to him. So yeah, he had straightened up. He kind of grabbed him, he's springing up over the side. And you do a little double tap into his chest. And he just kind of and just falls off the side. You wait for just a second, and then you hear thump. But with the
Jada's
damage
gonna
you
try-
did, he was probably gone before he hit the ground.
Vegeta's gonna try a Ric Flair chop block.
Okay.
That is gonna be 3 successes.
He got 4.
Damn it, wrestling, it's not real.
Either that or he's seen that before.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to chop, he just ducks low and kind of scrambles.
Yeah.
So he gets to the stairwell and slams the door shut behind you.
Question: since the shot I was gonna take, I didn't get to really take. Could I have taken a shot at him?
Yeah, sure.
I'll even roll it at reduced dice.
Let's see. He beat a GDO's roll by what, 1?
Yeah.
All right, so he's got 1 extra success to play with. Probably will not be enough to save him.
4.
All right, so that beat him by 3. And how much does your gun do? Oh wait, you're using a sniper rifle. Never mind.
Yeah, she grabbed the sniper rifle. I don't know if it'd be disadvantage because she's just kind of swinging it around and shooting.
Well,
Or we find out that you're just like a fucking sleeper agent.
Once the third eye comes out, man. Just really
Well,
gives
you
her
know,
a good like.
up at the
depth
beginning of the
shot.
campaign, people kept asking you if you were a watcher, a warrior, or something else.
Healer.
Maybe that was it.
Mm-hmm.
All 3.
So yeah, you put a sniper round into this guy. He is not a kindred. He does not have damages. He does not have fortitude. He is off to the next world. He expertly dodges around a GDO, and then as he's scrambling for the door, you hear that sniper rifle go off. He just knocks him to the side. And he hits the ground.
Oh, I'll see him in a sec.
Puts it down and heads over to where Caleb is laying.
He's still laying there.
I'll stop her and offer a steak.
Yeah, she's just kind of looking around. Anyone have a knife?
Not a big enough one.
Old Montgomery looks up from where he's talking to Kyle, reaches down to his belt and pulls out, a pretty good sized survival knife.
Larger or smaller than a machete?
Oh, it's smaller than a machete, but much
So it's
larger
gonna
than like a
hurt.
pocket knife or something. This is a knife meant to do work out in the woods.
Okay, what would she need to roll to try and cut this guy's head off with old Montgomery's pocket knife?
You're not under any time restraint, so
The vampire equivalent of taking 20.
yeah, you're just sitting there working on it. You're just working on it until it goes through.
She's going all Judith.
Yeah. Montgomery walks over and he's telling you, you got to try to aim between the vertebrae. Yeah, like that.
I'm very aware of human anatomy. I appreciate the advice, though.
Yeah, he kind of shrugs. He has no clue who you are, whatever.
We used to be in the medical field.
Walter, the guy you're wrestling, is trying to surrender. He's telling you he gives up. What does Walter do?
Basically, you see that big angler smile come across his face and like, you surrender? That's adorable. Your friends look lonely down there. You can join them.
All right. Well, if you're trying to chunk him, he's trying to avoid being chunked. So. 3 successes.
Two, 3, 4. 5 total.
All right. Just over the side.
Over the side.
So yeah, he tries to get out of the way. You grab him. You chunk him. And all you hear is, "You ugly son of a."
Trust me, you're looking a lot worse than me right now, friend.
It's up for some debate, baby.
I mean, it's always up for debate. I mean, come on, the man still probably has, giant chunk of skin missing from his back from when he had that road rash. But anyway.
Kyle,
Mm-hmm.
you've been savaging this body.
Yeah.
And, Montgomery's War is trying to get through to you. You're kind of coming out of it, You look up, you look over, you hear, this guy trying to surrender to Walter. Walter basically just telling him his friends look lonely, chucks him over the wall. You turn your head, you see Emma's over there like sawing through this guy's neck.
Okay.
When she finally gets through, she pulls back with the knife, and a little bit of blood flies off. She actually gets Ada in the face.
Okay.
So Ada's got like droplets of blood running down her face now. Almost looks like she's crying.
We got there.
Hmm.
Let's go.
Emma's just holding the guy's head at her side in his probably very formally nicely coiffed hairdo.
Well, it's a little must now, but
So, like, are you holding it like Mortal Kombat style, or are you holding it like just at the side?
Just at the side, like arm like extended down by her
Just
side,
like
just at her
this?
side. I don't have the video up. Like what?
Oh, just like Mortal Kombat style, just holding it up like Sub-Zero.
Nah, no.
all right. So the top of the hospital is clear.
Huh.
It's weirdly silent.
I think Egidio does actually just like look around and say, "Man, we could have done this a long time ago."
Ada's got a handkerchief out and is cleaning her face off.
Emma probably covered in blood. Sorry about that.
Yeah. I don't look as bad as you or Egidio.
Egidio's blood kind of like is like shaped like a cravat, which would be nice if he was wearing a suit. But he's not. But he does actually look down and go, "Huh? Oh!" And he like gets his own handkerchief and
Quick check of the Baron's like area wide Baron chat. Anything up?
All right. Reports are coming in from around town. The rat and the pack are basically holding that bridge. So they well, I say holding that bridge. Apparently, rat did something to collapse the bridge.
hell yeah.
Sabotage, baby.
Love that man.
They get the best inspiration from me.
So they've cut off most of the reinforcements from the far baronies.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of cars got across, but they're handling that. Maddock is you know, from the messages he sends out is, or some of his people send out. He's holding his own. It's a hard fought something right there, but he's been preparing for a while. But then you get August sends you a message saying he could use some assistance if anyone is available.
And again, from us, August is where?
All right. If you were looking at the map,
I know we're kind of near the lows, I think.
yeah, y'all are basically this yellow bit right here. And you've expanded, yeah. Maddox is up here. August is over here. And then that kind of center area between them was Cam territory.
We need to secure the hospital, but we also should probably help them out.
I mean, that's why we have. And he kind of like gestures vaguely towards Ada, and Kincaid's not here, but would be.
Well, now Miles and Kincaid are both in the hospital somewhere.
Right.
You know, they're leading forces down there, trying to clear out the rest of it.
I think Egidio will call Miles.
All right. Miles answers.
Hey, you got it from here?
I think so. We could use the help of some people that can do the Jedi mind trick.
Well, that's not my purview, and I'll point at. I would imagine I have him on speakerphone, and I'm kind of like looking at. I'm looking over. Yeah.
Ada's like, I'll go help.
If I can find a set of clothes that aren't covered in blood, I'll assist.
And Ayala will also help.
How do you feel about slacks?
Or scrubs.
Yeah, I'm sure I can find scrubs, but if she hears Iola volunteer as well, that she's like, that will be enough, and she knows Ada will be probably more comfortable around Iola than her.
Yeah. Yep.
She'll look at Ada. She's like, I trust you to have this.
Of course. So yeah, y'all spend the next little bit.
I'm down.
You know, Kyle and Old Montgomery help sniff out anybody else that's hiding. There's a few of the patients became aware of what was going on. So they have to have their memories altered. Some of the staff, are freaked out. A few of the staff aren't as freaked out. Like they're in a tense situation. They're not standing there like they're unflappable or anything.
They're on drugs.
They don't seem as shocked by it all.
Standing near them with heightened senses, do they have a heartbeat?
They do. Do you still have the head with you when you're traveling down there?
She would have found a bag for it really quick. Like a bag or a cooler or something.
Okay.
Yeah, she once they leave the roof, she's not going to be flashing that around.
Okay. You find a duffel bag or something. It's nice. It's big. There's room for 7 more heads in here.
Fantastic.
It's a movie reference for anybody that didn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
But in short order, you've got this place pretty well secured. Miles and Kincaid, and everybody else for that matter, took Kyle's orders to heart. There are no kindred survivors. No prisoners were taken.
Yay.
Hell yeah.
They have 1 or 2 people rounded up, though, that they know were ghouls. But he's like, yeah, we can put him down if you want us to. On the other hand, their masters are dead, and they're going to be feeling they're going to be feeling the withdrawal pretty soon. But they know how to run the hospital. We thought you might be able to use that to your advantage.
It'd be more valuable live, quote unquote, than dead. If we know they're ghouls, Emma will take them aside. Pop the head out of the duffel bag.
Yep, that gets a reaction out of him. It's like, oh crap.
I believe you understand what will happen should you try to follow in the footsteps of your former masters.
Yep. You talk them. Well, give me a. That would be intimidation.
If any of you motherfuckers have anything to say about this.
Oh yeah, she's going all over Nishi.
Let's see. I'm trying to decide manipulation, which sounds like the right one, or composure. Is she just holding his head and being very calm as she explains what's going to happen to you?
Could be intimidation.
But yeah, the intimidation skill for sure.
Great, I don't have anything in that.
We'll give yourself 2 extra dice for waving the head around. And just kind of the whole situation.
She has been markedly, creepily calm.
We'll let you use your composure then.
Four.
Okay. Yeah, they're. You pretty much cow them. They identify other ghouls, other younger ghouls that were in the hospital. Miles knew who these two were because they've been around. They've been around since before the Anarchs tried to take over the city. They're like a known quantity.
That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get on TikTok.
And they're probably the only two that have a good idea of the kindred politics. The rest of them, the younger ones that are here in the hospital, were basically just kind of drones. They were, they were there to help siphon, blood out of the hospital and, to other people that needed it. So, they know you're Anarchs, and that's like the other political side, but they don't seem to know a lot about the vampire cult or the kindred culture in general. Which also means they're not particularly loyal to one side or the other. It's kind of like, who's not going to kill us and keep us fed?
Here's what you're going to do. You're going to continue working as you were, and you are going to answer to us. This coming evening, we're going to have a meeting. You don't show up to that meeting, I find you. And you won't like it. Those two, are Kyle and Old Montgomery still wolves?
Kyle is. Old Montgomery had shifted back to a person.
Like, you see the wolf back there and the older gentleman?
Who's still sitting there with his claws out. Yeah.
They'll find you. You can't hide from them. I suggest you come to the meeting this evening. I look forward to it.
As you say, they'll find you. Montgomery just sitting there with his claw tapping the side of his nose. The man knows intimidation. He knows how to help.
So yes, Andrew at heart.
Say, meanwhile, during that whole thing, Kyle, the ears fold back and.
So yeah, they
still full of blood.
Mm-hmm.
So you get them cowed. Ada and I, y'all have run around and basically, everybody that saw something they shouldn't have no longer remembers it.
Hell yeah.
Probably clean the bodies out of the parking lot too.
Luckily, you've got a whole.
That's why we have Miles and Kincaid and everybody. Yeah,
well, they're doing it. They've got ghouls helping them. So the ghouls, I guess they probably mostly got cleaned up the bodies inside.
I think Egidio sees the bodies as he's exiting to go help August. And he looks at them and goes, "I've got an idea for a business." And I come back to this.
Crime scene cleanup?
John Wick has at least one of the John Wicks has come out in this time.
So yeah, Kincaid's got his people kind of locking down the hospital. They're putting their own people up top in kind of those sniper positions. He sends some of them out to kind of patrol the general area. Old Kincaid or old Montgomery. He basically walks past to Kyle. Well, that was fun. Glad I could help out. I'm gonna go poke around the rest of the city and see if there's any other fun to be had.
Kyle will tell him be a feral whisper since he's a wolf right now. And since Montgomery has mentioned he can talk to dogs and wolves, I'll say, well, August said he needed help if you want to go apply your particular brand of help.
I'll head that way. Now,
I think Egidio looks at Kyle and is like, eh? It's like motioning, should I get on or what's going on here?
all right, so y'all have secured the hospital. What is your plan?
Yeah.
I think we're taking a car.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Egidio Luna, Wolf Rider.
No.
Ward Rider.
In front of everybody? Hell no.
Now I want to make a miniature.
I
make a
riding
bro
wolf
trip
with a
for
rocket
it.
launcher.
I like the idea of like, who's gonna believe you? Nobody.
Then it's on TikTok.
But he does get in the car. While he's in the car, he will send out he's gonna send out an email over the phone, like a mortal email. So he's got a backup address or whatever. To a tow company that's located somewhere within our domain.
Okay.
To pick up Kyle's truck.
Okay.
I'll add the note. Make sure you bring the good winch because you're not gonna get that thing otherwise.
Okay, they'll head that way. I mean, there's a bridge out, but yeah, they'll figure something out.
Sure.
Maybe they'll loop down through Hartsel.
We'll never see them again.
Well, it was only taking out
truck is lost.
vampires, so come back. The truck is haunted.
The truck is a vampire.
Oh no!
It cranks the engine, suddenly lights up all Ghost Rider style.
Ghost Rider style would be a bunch of fire. You wouldn't like that at all.
Nope.
Yeah, I know. I'm considering what took out the one vampire we sent down to Hartsel. It would track.
All right, so y'all head for August's part of town.
The head's in the trunk.
Oh shit!
Cool.
Just going down here.
Sarah, have you done Valerian yet?
Not this evening.
Recall Emma being beat to shit.
I actually healed up last time.
Okay.
Would you mind?
Sure.
I will also. I'm just gonna repair the superficial on this trip.
Well, while we're driving, just
I get a little bit hungrier.
So I figure this could be an on-the-drive thing in case another fight breaks out. Because I'm at half health.
Back to hunger 2.
I've been rolling with one hunger die more than I needed to this whole time.
And rolling to rouse intelligence. Hungrier, but oh well.
Everybody's gonna need a snack after that.
Oh yeah.
Well, apparently I'd only been at 1 hunger during this, and I've been rolling with 2 hunger die. So I've been hamstringing myself. 7? Cool, I'm at full health then.
All right, so everybody loads up in Emma's car. Or no, y'all drove the
I think
vans.
it's one of the
over here.
vans.
Yeah. Everybody except Wolf Kyle can fit in the van.
No, Kyle shifts back.
Oh, okay. Then y'all can all cram in there. Whoever is sitting in the same row with Walter is a little crowded.
Balances out. Ichido's a little wafy.
Svelte. He's just svelte.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all head for August. Do you let him know you're coming?
No.
Yeah, if that comes up, Kyle's just gonna go, no.
All right. Y'all get over to his territory, and it is oddly quiet. Like he said, he could use some help, but he didn't leave details as to exactly where. And the other responses that got her basically that they're other people are like Rat and the pack are currently busy, but they'll try to get over there as soon as they can. There was a response from oh crap, I'm blanking on her name.
Maddox?
Pardon?
Josephine? Maddox?
Josephine. That a couple of her people would head over that way. Which I guess if she responded, he would have told her where. So you've got the address. It's a old plant over there it was shut down for a few years, and then right before COVID, they partially reopened it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the company that shut it down couldn't actually sell the property, so they, after several years, decided to start using it again.
Okay.
Yeah, but you got an address. It's over there. It's right there on the river.
This feels like a trap.
Probably is.
Do we want to partially go in, and then the rest of us?
I will activate as soon as we get in and it's like quiet. I'm gonna activate Sense the Unseen. Just kind of look around and see if there's always an awesome.
Y'all come down the road. Y'all drive past this looks like an abandoned building that's kind of on a wedge, between two roads. That from the sign used to be a credit union or something. It popped up in the last vampire campaign. None of y'all know that. But you go down the side.
That's the one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it used to be Wolverine Credit Union. Y'all are headed towards the old Wolverine tubing plant.
The yeeting a car situation.
Yeah.
Good times.
But
I think that was when we first met Harmony, and because we met Harmony here in Decatur.
Not all of us, no.
No, Harmony. Y'all originally had been spotting her in Huntsville, but
That's right.
Blackjack had a meeting with some of the Anarchs down here in this building.
Yes.
That's right. Yes. Okay.
Like I said, y'all just drive past that building.
Yep.
You pull up to the Wolverine plant. The gate is open. There's nobody. Basically, you have like a guard shack with basically a cars enter on one side, cars leave on the other. When the gate that slides back and forth, the gates are open.
Before they go in, as they're moving, Kyle's just gonna open the back slip out.
Okay.
I get hungrier, but he shifts into a wolf and he's gonna start sneaking.
All right.
I think Ichido also sneaks.
All right.
Come out and sneak.
How about the Dorito?
I don't think the Dorito. Well, that's fair.
No, the Dorito would 100% have obfuscated and slunked out.
Okay. So it's just Iola and Emma in the van.
All right, so y'all are slipping ahead.
Mhm.
You slip. There's nobody in the guardhouse. Y'all slip past that without any trouble.
Mhm.
You go back a ways. The first building you come to is over to one side. There's a few lights on, so it draws attention.
Okay.
It looks like it's probably more office than it is plant. The plant you can see is further back.
Mhm.
As you're approaching, you start seeing people just bust through the door and start like just running. It's only like 3 or 4 of them.
Mhm.
Oh,
And as they're doing that, though, from inside you hear singing.
oh, cool.
And it's triggering. It's Kyle. Your hackles are raising at the sound of this music.
Mhm.
Walter, Egidio, it's making you feel nervous, like you don't need to be here. And looking at the people running out of the building, they're clearly in a terror frenzy.
Is it the same as last time?
No.
It's a different song. The voice sounds very similar.
I'll be right back.
That's what looking at is does the voice sound familiar?
Yeah, you've heard
Yeah, it's
Josephine
Josephine.
sing a few times, so yeah, you recognize her voice.
I got 6 successes to stealth, and Kyle's gonna slink ahead.
Okay. Do you try to enter the building?
Is there a way to see in without entering the building?
There are windows in the doors. Because the doors, they shut on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Which thankfully cuts off a lot of the sound of the singing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you could get up to the door and peek in this little slot window.
Utilizing those 6 stealth die, I want to do a little peeky peek.
Okay.
See what I can see.
You peek through that. This door opens up into a hallway.
Oh, and I do want to also say I'm going to do a passive activation of Eyes of the Beast, so darkness does not inhibit my sight.
Okay. Looking down this hallway, on one side it was like a couple of office doors.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side, just as you step inside, you can see a step. So it looks like it may go up a couple of steps. Probably to a door. You can't actually see that because it's recessed.
Right.
But then along the wall, there's a series of windows. There's lights on there. And you're pretty sure you see some blood splatter on the windows. From like the inside.
So I have Walter and Egidio with me. I don't know if Emma and Iola followed up behind or if they just stayed in the car. If you'd like me to roll another stealth check to see if I can slink into the building quietly.
How are you going to open the door? You're a wolf.
Good point.
I'm going to also roll a stealth check.
Okay.
So far the other 2.
Iola, are you and Emma going to wait back by the gate, or do you just let the stealthy boys have a little head start before coming on in?
She's gonna look at names I'm forgetting.
Emma,
yeah, and see what she wants to do.
What did I miss? I'm sorry.
Are we gonna go and fight, follow them, or wait for a bit?
Yeah, it was basically, did you give them just a slight head start to do their stealth thing, or y'all waiting until they come back?
Can we see the building that they would be going towards from?
From where you're at, yeah, it's off the distance. You can see it. You could see the people that ran out, in fright.
Let's give them a second. We don't know what those people are running from. Is it anyone that they recognize that are running out?
At this distance, you can't really tell.
Even with heightened senses?
With heightened senses, you recognize a couple of August's people. Like flunkies you've seen in the background. Nobody you knew by name.
August people. She's gonna be like, ugh. She's gonna step out and try and catch one of them. Like, hey, hold up.
All right. Yeah.
She's gonna let him get far enough away from the building to where, like, maybe the people in the building don't notice. And she'll use Obey to try and calm him.
Okay, give me a roll for that.
Four.
Let's see. And is there a roll that I make to resist that?
Let me link it. You can. Oh.
All right. Let's see.
It's mostly on mortals. It's composure aspects against difficulty 2. It's supposed to restore superficial willpower damage equal to the margin.
Oh, okay.
So they would have.
That's right. We were kind of bending the rules to let you affect people that were frenzied.
Yeah. So I want to say you have been using it to suppress frenzies too.
It'd be kind of restoring willpower.
It makes sense thematically.
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 So you get one of them calmed down enough that he'll stop and you know, he still looks a little panicky, but he's under control.
What's going on?
She started
August said he
singing.
needed help.
She started singing, and I just had to get out of there.
She can do that. What's going on? August said he needed help.
Did he? Okay. Apparently, yeah. He said Josephine was betraying us, and we had lured her over here. And then she started singing. It's just, I don't know. It's like it frightened my beast. I don't.
You're okay. Where's August?
He was in the offices there. He points to the building you saw him run out of. I think he was headed down to the tunnel.
The tunnel.
We were supposed. Yeah, there's a tunnel that connects that building to the plant.
Show me.
They built it in like I don't know. I don't want to go back in there. But sure, they built it in the 50s. It's like a. He tells you where to go in the building, and he describes this huge tunnel. Basically, the place was built in the 50s, and it was like built as a bomb shelter as well as a connection.
Would there be anyone else down there? Does anyone aside from August people know about it?
Well, I know some of the they don't call them whips. Basically, tells you some of the other higher ranking guys at August. They were with him, and they were keeping the other traitor chick down there. It was somebody else we found out was getting ready to betray us.
The other traitor.
Yeah, the blonde chick that always wears a beanie kind of like you, or a bandana kind of like you do.
Grabs him by the chin, probably with a little bit too much force, and compels him. Charisma dominate versus intelligence resolve.
Ooh.
I did not roll enough dice. Hang on.
Yeah, she's like, the other Salubri's going to betray us. What?
All right, he's had a bad night, so he's got a couple of extra 100 dice. All right. Oh my lordy! All right, he didn't critically fail or anything, but he has one success.
4.
All right.
Is August betraying us?
No. He said Josephine betrayed him and the blonde chick, Harmony. No, we. Okay, that's it. That's the answer to your question.
Is this guy injured in any other way?
He looks like he's been in a fight. He doesn't look badly injured. He looks like he's been in a fight, though.
Okay, he gets to live. She's gonna be like, go join your friends. She's gonna make very sure of his face.
Okay. He runs off after the guys that were already running away.
And she's gonna call Maddox.
All right. While she's doing that, let's cut back to the stealthy boys. Iola, is there anything you want to do while this is going on?
No.
Okay.
You're just casually watching Emma threaten somebody from like a foot away.
That's fine. Yeah.
Do you want the head or anything?
Is she
just hold the double
Maddox
bag up
on
and
the way
shake it.
over?
Do what now?
Mhm.
Is she calling Maddox on the way over?
No, while she's standing outside after she interrogated that guy.
All right.
Ah,
But Kyle,
So I don't know how far back.
not far.
Oh, at least 50 yards or so. It's a
Okay.
decent little drive into the facility.
I will say Egidio rolled 7 successes on his stealth check to slip in.
All
Yeah,
right, so
attempt to
Kyle,
slip
you're
in.
at the door, wanting to open the door, but not having thumbs at the moment.
Yeah, that's it. I'm there at the door, waiting for somebody to open the door. Without thumbs.
I have a question. These guys slammed the door on the way out. They
They basically ran up and like
closed
slammed
it?
the door open, but it's got the little things at the top that pulls it back shut. You know, it's
Oh,
like
I
they
see.
just ran and just kind of shouldered it open
Okay.
or whatever, and then the doors,
Okay.
the little-
I was like, that math wasn't mathing in my head. If these people ran out, they weren't going to close that damn door.
It's got that soft close.
But
Mm-mm-mm.
But Egidio is going to look for back entrance,
okay, it's a
Not
big long
knowing-
building. There's probably other entrances.
not knowing that there's a dog at the front.
Walter,
Hey,
what are
you
you doing?
followed me in.
That's true.
You
Well,
can see
we-
Kyle's big wolf just standing at the door. You know, where first he kind of
Big
raised
sad
up and
eyes at
peeked
the
in.
door.
Kind of rolls his eyes. It's like he rolls his eyes and goes and clicks it open or pulls it to open.
All right, you can now get in.
Now Kyle will slink in.
Sure enough, it's where you saw the bottom step. There's like 3 steps,
Mm-hmm.
you know, up to a door. So that room next door is like raised about 2 feet higher than like the hallway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like I said, past that, there's a series of windows that look into the room.
Okay.
That they're all up about shoulder high on a man.
Alrighty.
There is some blood splattered on there.
Would you like me to make another stealth check to sneak around and eyeball things?
Sure.
See what I'm getting into.
Egidio let the wolf in and it's like, all right, fine, I'm taking the front entrance then, I guess. Just walks in.
So
We'll
damn
also be skulking around,
7
but-
successes.
intentionally going in a different direction from
The danger puppy.
the danger puppy. Yeah, Kyle.
So you're creeping down the hallway. You peek up through that window.
Mhm.
Inside that room, you see Josephine tied to a chair.
Mm-hmm.
She got 7 successes to spot you. Ties go to
Mhm.
player, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
You see some of her people dead on the ground around her, or presumably, maybe torpor or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But they look kind of, cut up, chewed up, shot up, laying around her.
Okay.
And she is like trying to get loose from the restraints that's got her basically, tied to this old metal chair, old metal office chair. The room is dusty, kind of dirty. It doesn't look like it's been used for much. There's a few kind of, those kind of cubicle walls.
Mhm.
Propped up against the wall, there's a couple of old, looks like really old pieces of computer equipment.
Apple II.
Yeah, we can sell
Not
it.
quite that old, but I do remember when they were still using tape machines in there.
Is there anything that looks like explosives in here?
No, nothing like that.
Like no traps, no nothing. Looks like if
there's her chair. There's a desk that's been scooted over, and there's a few other chairs.
okay.
Like somebody had turned this into like a makeshift meeting room, maybe, or something.
And then tied Josephine to it.
Yeah. And she had stopped. By the time y'all got to the building, she had stopped singing.
Okay.
She looks like she's been in a fight.
And the way in there is also doored.
Yes.
Damn.
There are disadvantages to running around as a dog when you're going into people buildings.
There is. There
Only
is.
I had thumbs.
Now, GDO, I think Kate was standing right behind you at the door. So.
He
Yeah.
went the opposite way. He said he went the opposite direction.
I intentionally going in
Oh,
the
that's right.
opposite
You
direction.
opened the door for him, but then you looped around to find her.
No, he went in the front door because he's like, all right, I guess since I'm here. But he's intentionally going in a different direction than
Okay,
Kyle was
well,
going.
the door opens up into a straight hallway that then splits off when you get back. So
Gotcha.
you could crouch down and creep past him and keep looking around.
Mm-hmm. But does it just lead to this one room?
No, these are on the side of the hallway. If you keep going back, it opens up into a larger room that was probably a full set of cubicles. There's a restroom back there. There's stairs to the next floor up.
Gotcha.
There's stairs that go down. Kind of all off in one side.
Follow the stairs. I think he'd try to go downstairs unless someone stops him.
Okay. What did you get on your stealth?
What did I get?
Yeah.
7 successes.
Okay. Josephine had 7, so y'all keep managing to tie. Okay, but you start down the stairs. It's a little dark at first, but you can tell that there's a light on further down. Like probably light coming from under a door or something. It's not a lot. But...
I'm gonna go in cautiously now that there's no singing going on at the moment, right?
Right.
So I will turn on heightened senses.
Okay. Walter, what are you doing?
And go from there.
Did you follow these two into the building, or are you still outside?
My spine.
Well, there's strength in numbers, so he's gonna follow the other two.
Okay. Well,
Knuckleheads.
A GDO creeps on ahead. Kyle's wolf is kind of peeking through the windows into that room that I described a minute ago.
He'd follow GDO in.
All right, so both of y'all are heading downstairs.
The joy of obfuscation is just like, as long as I don't make noise, I'll be fine.
Right. So outside, Emma, you're making a phone call.
She has Maddox's direct line, right?
Yes. At least to one of his burner phones, yeah.
She's calling him.
It rings a few times. Baron Hawthorne? Things are a little busy at the moment.
Yes,
Well,
the cat has...
he wouldn't call you a Baron. He just said Miss Hawthorne.
Yeah, I heard a cat of yours got a songbird and somebody else that you've been looking for.
He takes a second to decipher that. August.
Yes, Josephine.
And Harmony.
One of his men... and Vampire can't. Something about one of his men thinking that Josephine is betraying them, as well as Harmony. I'm just quadruple checking. August was the one that was also going into the other baronry.
Correct.
Okay.
It was 4 people that they had spotted going in there. August, Josephine,
August.
Woodard.
Or maybe it was just the 3.
I think it was just the 3.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't believe that about Harmony at all.
You and I have the same mind on that.
Josephine, he wouldn't think that just out of the blue, but he doesn't know her that well. She is not one that's been in the city like years and years and years or anything. But he's already been suspicious of August. The man just never seems sincere to me. He's a good, he's a good. He's good at public speaking, but I don't think he had the real fire of one of us.
You're tied up. Okay. I just wanted to let you know about that. If you don't hear from me in a couple hours, it went horribly.
Where are you at?
She'd be like, the Baron's, not the Baron's chat, but the group chat, the party location that he sent out.
You hear some tappy. Oh, I missed this message. Be careful. If he's betraying us, then clearly he's asking for help to lure people in.
If you can get the word out to keep everyone else away.
I'll do so immediately.
Also, if anyone needs to go through the hospital area, it has been secured.
He's glad to hear that. They are working on the Decatur Morgan location hospital now.
Good luck. Take souvenirs. I have a very Judith and Holofern's souvenir I can show you later, and then she'll hang up.
You hear him start to laugh as you hang the phone.
Oh, he got the reference.
I figured he would. He's a is he a brew? He's a Bruja.
He's a Ventru.
He's a
Ventru. Okay,
August,
who is the
August?
August is the Bruja.
Which means we're potentially going into battle with a Bruja.
That son of his. Okay. Yeehaw, let's go.
It's gonna be quite a Bruja.
All right, she's
Bruja.
She is calling over to Iola. Let's get going.
Okay.
And she's gonna go more towards the tunnel. She will send out a text to the Coterie Baron chat. Going in the super secret backdoor entrance. Keep an eyeball out for us.
He told you that the tunnel connected that building that he ran out of to the plant. So the entrance to the tunnel would be in the building.
Connects it to the plant, though.
Right. You have the offices, computer room, all that in one building. There's a tunnel that runs across underneath to the plant.
Is there an entrance in the plant?
Yes.
Okay.
Egidio sending the gift. Secret tunnel!
Jeez. We're all splitting up into 3 different directions. This isn't going to end well.
Yeah, no.
Yet you're all trying to get to the same spot.
Okay, now then she's just gonna... we haven't heard any gunfight or fire. She's gonna follow Du Bois through the front door.
Okay. You step to the front door.
She's trying to be at least a little
Wolf
sneaky.
is like peeking through a window. Walter's standing behind him.
I think Walter followed Egidio.
Yeah,
Walter
followed
followed
Egidio.
You're
It's
right,
just
you're right.
Kyle by the window.
Who's there?
And you hear what
Who's
sounds
there?
like a chair scooting a little bit inside that room.
She will do a quick peek in.
You see Josephine
Oh,
tied
yeah.
to a chair trying to get herself loose. Dead bodies around her.
Looks over at Kyle and her lowest whisper. He thinks Josephine and Harmony are betraying everybody, so he's probably around. And she will open the door and have her gun drawn on Josephine and say, "Please be quiet, let me explain."
Can you untie me while you're explaining?
As long as you don't start singing, I can untie you.
Okay.
And she will go on to explain what's happening, at least as far as she knows.
Giant wolf head peeks around the corner.
If you have any information that would assist in taking care of this, that'd be great.
August sent out a message asking for help. We hadn't suffered any attacks in my domain, so I left a few of my people to guard. The closest cam to me was the guy in the firehouse, Stafford. And nobody's seen him in all this commotion.
Oh,
so
that's good news.
The
firehouse in his domain collapsed, but
from the door of the wolf.
But yeah, they got the call for help. They came over here. August kind of ushered us in here, and they attacked. And she starts checking because it's all her people that are laid out on the floor around her. There's blood splashed on the walls and the windows.
None of them are alive.
No.
He thinks you are betraying. Please assure me there's no substance to that. I've already decapitated one person tonight. I don't want to add another head to my duffel bag.
She's like, no. The cam had approached me with an offer, but I assume they approach most of us with offers.
Are you fighting? Are you able to fight?
Yes, though my most useful ability in a fight I can't really use in a crowd of friends.
Use what you can. We'll hopefully have a little bit more muscle.
Oh, yes, I believe I see Baron Adams over there.
There's probably Egidio
Wagging tail.
Walter probably around here somewhere, even if we can't see him. Do you know if he had anyone else locked up like you?
I didn't see anybody, but I didn't get any further into the building than this room.
And do you have any clue where he might have gone?
I don't know. He was questioning me, and then one of his people came in and whispered something to him, and him and his lieutenants left. I heard something about a tunnel.
Fantastic. All right. We'll look at the others and be like, that's probably where Egidio and Walter are or are heading, so let's go find them.
All right. Iola, where were you? Did you follow Emma in, or what were you doing?
Huh? Oh, I would have followed Iola to watch her back.
Okay. All right. So the three, you, Emma, and Kyle are all in a room with Josephine. Well, Kyle's in the hallway.
Exactly the gift that Egidio sent when you said that you were going in the secret tunnel. Or the secret entrance, or whatever you would have said.
So Walter and Egidio, you come into a large, fairly heavy door.
Do I hear anything behind it?
You can hear. Do you have heightened senses?
Yes.
Yes, you can hear some talking on the other side. It's a little echoey.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't sound like they're like right on the other side of the door, but.
Is this one of those where it's like a large wheel to turn it to open it, or?
I'm trying to remember. Yes.
I will. I'm not that stupid. I'm gonna wait until my allies show up.
All right. So the rest of you are going to look for that. You go down the hallway a little ways, and you see kind of over to one side. You see stairs that go up, but you also see stairs that go down.
This is some Mega Man shit if I ever saw it.
So yeah, y'all creep down. This stairwell is a tight fit for you, Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little awkward.
Yeah.
But you manage. You just have to let everybody else go first.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the bottom, you can see a little bit of light. You follow the light, and there's Egidio and Walter Well, I don't know if you can see Walter. Or a GDO for that matter. It's pretty dark. But you see the door.
Can you smell them?
The thing is, well, A, can probably smell them, and B, I did say before I went in, I did activate Eyes of the Beast, so I can see in perfect darkness.
Okay.
They're
So a GDO's
probably see a
ability, a GDO's ability would not help him against you then.
Right.
Though Walter's obfuscation is still just obfuscation.
Yeah, I say I can't see invisible people.
But yeah, you would spot a GDO. He's just standing in front of the door.
Yeah, but darkness ain't got nothing on me.
Yeah, the GDO, I think, hears the paw treads among the others coming in, and just turns around, so we're all aware that the other person's in the room or in the hallway. It's like, thought I was gonna be here longer.
Very, very quiet. August has lost his fucking marbles.
Well, let's help him regain them.
Big wolfy grin.
She's gonna still heighten senses on, lean against the door a little bit. It's sturdy enough to where she could like lean in close and try and hear anything.
It's a metal door.
Okay, she's gonna try and catch any conversation that's going on the other side, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me a wits awareness.
Oh, can't get on that.
Anybody with heightened senses that puts their ear to the door can.
Yep.
It's all Scooby-Dooed up against the door.
You know, anybody without heightened senses, you might hear voices, but you wouldn't be able to make out what they were saying. But with the heightened senses, you'll have a shot.
And I think I get 2 additional. Oh, yeah, my Auspex plus.
Mm-hmm.
3.
I've got 3 successes.
5.
Okay. You can definitely hear August's voice.
Mm-hmm.
He sounds very aggravated. He's basically ordering somebody, you know, he's talking to somebody. He's ordering them to heal him. You don't know who the him is he's referring to, but, you know. You hear a woman's voice say no. You hear the sound of a slap. And August is like yelling. It seems out of character for August based on what you've seen from him before. Like, he's always been very collected and, you know,
yeah,
like aware he's being watched, aware he's in front of an audience almost. You've kind of, you know.
That Brujah Bane coming out.
Yeah, no kidding.
But he just sounds annoyed and aggravated and, you know. Then he starts telling whoever it is, you know, he does not intend to harm her. But he needs his allies up on their feet. And then you hear him probably mutter to one of his lieutenants about this night is not going like he wanted.
I'm gonna hold up. I have one hand on the wheel to turn the door. I'm gonna hold up 3, and then 2, and then as I do 1, and then I turn, because you're insane if you do otherwise.
Emma, if seeing a GDO doing a countdown, is making sure to have herself kind of up against the wall for the
impending hail of gunfire. Oh.
Well, she knows Walter and Kyle are probably going to get in on this.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing. The second a GDO starts counting down, I did roll it. I do get hungrier still, so I'm at 3 hunger now. Since this is a new scene, so I had to roll this again.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, his fur start to bristle up and get denser as the claws like lengthen and like dig into the the floor underneath him as he just
leaving marks in the tile.
Well, it's more like he's digging in and like his all of that dense musculature in that wolf body is coiling up in preparation to just go tearing through the open door once it gets opened.
And then I hit one, and
Shotgun blast of wolf.
Basically.
and I'll turn real quick,
It goes
pull,
chunk.
and
The door opens fairly quietly, but there was a chunk. You know, when you first turned it.
Yeah, there's a chunk. Ooh. Well, his intention is to do that all in as close to one fluid motion as he can.
And then the wolf is just kind of brushing past you into the room.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What you see, Kyle, you're in the tunnel. The roof is, think about your average grocery store, like you go into a Kroger or a Walmart, how high the ceiling is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe not a Walmart, because they don't usually have the drop-down ceilings anymore. But
Yeah.
But it's that high. There are shelves, big metal shelves along the sides, mostly empty until you get up to the top two, and then there's like a bunch of cardboard boxes and these little metal barrels. You're probably not taking the time to read them, but it's crackers and water from back when it was a bomb shelter.
Okay.
This is a very specific
we get
location
hungry.
that I'm familiar with.
Fair.
It's probably the exact same ones from the 50s.
Means they're still good. They've got another like couple decades on them.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's big cans of water that you can then convert the can into a toilet. I was fascinated by this as a child. Anyway.
Okay.
Like I said, the place, it was built in the 50s. It was built to be a bomb shelter.
Yeah.
All they ever
Okay,
actually ended up
that's
using it for was like a tornado shelter. But,
I mean,
Bama.
if you can claim that you have a tornado shelter that can withstand a nuclear warhead.
Well, not a direct hit. It's not that deep underground. But tunnel is pretty well lit.
Mm-hmm.
You look down several yards,
Mm-hmm.
like maybe 50 yards down the hallway. There's like a little office area. You know, there's like chairs, a table.
Mm-hmm.
You see Harmony tied to a chair.
Yep.
August is standing around her, kind of, you know, talking to her and his flunky, some of his lieutenants. On a like a, almost looks like a one of the gurneys or whatever you have it in ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that you could fold it up, you can raise it up to like bed level, or you could have it.
Is it the NOS?
And you see Stafford laying there.
That's his target.
He doesn't seem to be conscious. He's burned up and, you know, badly damaged.
Yeah.
That is Kyle's target.
Actions have consequences. Let's go.
Mother.
But as you know, that noise drew everybody's attention, so everybody's looking over your direction.
Mm-hmm.
Time for a whole
You
lot of
see
duck
all
around and
three
find
of
out.
Harmony's eyes get wide, then she smiles big.
Yeah, he's making a... Well, actually, no. He's in torpor right now, yes?
He's unconscious, and that's about the only way a vampire's unconscious at night.
Okay, fair. So non-threat. He's going for one of the standing vampires.
Okay. This is going to be a little brutal.
Yeah, actually. Good point. He's going straight for August.
Biggest threat in the room.
Yeah.
Blackjack method.
Yep.
He's going straight for him.
Okay, I just want to, before we get rolling into rolls, there's August, Stafford, Harmony, and how many of August's people?
He's
That we
got
can
three.
see.
He's got three of his lieutenants.
Okay. So 4 standing targets, 1 laying target, person in a chair.
Correct. So August, Lucky 1, Lucky 2, Lucky 3. Hopefully the other two, well, you won't need to keep it with health for. All right, so Kyle, you're the first one to the door. You're the first one to get to act. You said you're going after August.
Yep.
You know, everybody was looking your direction, so there's no surprise or anything.
Yeah,
August is just like, oh, son of a...
He is doing what he told Maddox he would do. He's
it?
already protecting one Salubri. He's willing to protect a second.
All right.
So much dice porn going on right now.
Yeah.
Nice ASMR.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm hoping this succeeds because there is a skull involved. But
He got
that
6.
is yeah, I beat 6.
Alright, what'd you get?
I can tell you that off the bat. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Alright. So you beat him by 4. And what does your feral weapons do?
Feral weapons plus wolf form adds 3 to the damage.
Adds 3 to damage.
And it is unhalved.
Oh wait. Let me double check something. Alright. Alright, so you're charging him.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically turns around, he grabs one of those metal chairs he was standing next to. So he, and he,
with a steel chair.
You're charging at him, he grabs that chair and he comes at you. Because he is, however sophisticated he seemed to be up at this point, he is a Bruja. He knows how to fight.
Yep.
Okay, he would not have activated that yet, so. Alright, so you beat him, so he misses with the chair. You do 7. He has got...
Unhalved. It's probably a tough dude, but still.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
It's a good chunk of anybody's HP. Sorry, health track.
Are you checking to see if he has toughness active?
Probably does.
That was not the one I was checking before.
Okay.
I am now.
I mean, he might not have expected it to happen at this point, so.
Yeah, but his resilience doesn't have to be activated, so.
Yeah, the resilience is free.
Alright.
Unlike the guac.
Ha.
Alright, so you do 7 to him?
Mm-hmm.
Which doesn't seem to injure him as badly as you're used to, which is probably his resilience kicking in.
Yeah.
I mean, but you shred that part of his outfit. You're drawing blood. You have definitely wounded him.
Mm-hmm.
And then what are the rest of you doing?
I think I'm with Emma and just clearing a wide berth for the danger Dorito.
Oh, once the danger Dorito gets through, she will be taking a shot at one of the lieutenants. She knows she's not going to be able to get a good shot in on August with Kyle in there.
Okay.
But if she can eliminate other threats, she's eliminating other threats.
Fair enough.
Egidio is going to slink in and get as close to somebody as his stealth will allow him to point blank shoot them in the head. Not unlike Emma with her mind control powers.
She's so proud. She just wants you to know she's so proud.
All right, Egidio, go ahead and give me a stealth roll.
We're all teaching Emma
Absolutely.
things. Emma's teaching us things.
It's open communication. It's how barons should be.
Yes, coterie, lessons.
I'm raising the difficulty by 2 because this hallway is well lit and there's not a whole lot of shadows to play with, or a lot of ways to move without it being obvious that that's a chunk of shadow just moving along the wall.
Sure.
I'm amused by Emma teaching Egidio things. Egidio's teaching Emma things. What's Kyle doing? Fur missile.
1, 2. Okay.
And the guy you're approaching has got a 5 to spot you.
Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes. Sorry, 8 successes. I have like 13 dice to roll right now. I'm in heaven.
That ASMR.
Oh, that's right. You still have that bonus from your spirit.
I have like 4 more scenes with her.
Okay. Fair.
Well, let's see. The hospital stairway was one scene. The roof would have been a scene.
Roof.
The in between, the finishing up at the hospital would have been a scene.
Mm-hmm. That's 3.
And then
then in the
You know where you're at now. Yeah. Okay.
So
think-
I've got
I think
2 or
what
3
rolled
more.
6.
I rolled 6, so I have like 3 more, I think,
Okay.
after this.
Yeah, you're good to go then.
But yeah, so he sidles over, doesn't even say anything witty, just right there.
Roll it.
6 dice in dexterity.
And this dude is
A
completely
2 and
unaware you're there.
4s.
I'd say so.
Quite.
I-
Oh, there's the crit. I've been looking for that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 successes.
All right.
I wonder
9
what all his lieutenants are
successes.
looking at.
So 9 successes. Your weapon does plus 3 or 4.
Mine does plus 3.
All right. You're using the incendiary rounds.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Just
All right. So that's a total of 12 to the guy.
I would say that's a spicy danger bullet. However, all bullets
Let's
are.
see.
all bullets are danger bullets.
Extra spicy danger bullet.
Extra spicy. It's the habanero sauce of
7.
danger bullet.
Maybe where you're from.
He could
Pepper
almost take that
axe.
much, but not quite. So yeah, you put an incendiary round in his head. He goes down like a normal dude that got hit shot. Everybody's aware you're there now, though.
That's
Does
fine.
his head kind of go up like a Roman candle? I just need to know.
Now it's more like a burning poker got shoved through his head.
Fair enough.
If it works.
All right, and Emma was waiting on the danger Dorito. Iola, what are you doing? Are you waiting on Walter to go through, or are you going through after a GTO?
Waiting on him to go through.
All right, Walter.
Love that we
The
came
ladies
in
are waiting
last
on you.
one.
Right. So.
Like they need their
with
mobile cover.
I know, right?
No, we just don't want to shoot him.
Well, since the other two boys have started this off rather hot, heavy, and fast, Walter's going to do something. Anyway, Walter's going to do something slightly different. He's going to do his best to just ease past people being obfuscated, and he's actually going to try and get to Harmony.
Okay.
His goal is.
Yeah, there's nobody down. None of your opponents down here are going to have since the unseen. So
Basically,
Just the GDO.
basically his goal is to get to her chair and behind it, and to, as easy as he can to not break obfuscation, start working the ropes, and as softly as he can in a whisper, and basically just be like, in a moment, by all means, have fun. As he just tries to slowly work the rope loose for her.
all right, you have no trouble getting there. As far as working the rope loose without triggering the obfuscate, give me dexterity.
Okay.
Oh, hey, you're good at that.
I'm more
I'm
brute
being-
force, but
I'm being sarcastic.
I know.
All right, let's see. I know older versions of this game used to have leisure domain, but that isn't going to be a thing anymore. Larceny. Good enough.
Larceny, yeah.
That's kind of pickpocketing. It's close enough.
Mm-hmm.
No
Oh,
crime.
you know what? Screw it.
You need at least 2 successes.
Okay. In that regard, just for the sake of argument, to make sure I don't screw this up, I rasped my dexterity. I passed. I got
Okay.
a 9 on the die. So that should make it a 2, correct?
Plus 2 dice.
Plus 2 dice, fantastic. Because larceny's only a 1.
You have something in larceny. It's more than what I got.
So I'm trying my
Mhm.
best here. So that would give me 5 dice to play with. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, so that's 1, 2. All right, 4 successes.
All right. So you start, slowly easing the ropes out. undoing the knots, basically.
And
when you whisper to her, she kind of nods. A very slow, very slight nod.
I just picture him doing this very slow, delicate thing, and this total just batshit chaos going on.
Well, again, Walter's thought is there's a potential ally right here. Let's add more to our pool. Yeah, that's basically his entire action is just to work the knots and slowly get it to where when she's ready to do anything, she can do it. He's going to try to make it as inconspicuous to where the ropes still look like they have her, but not just let them be loose.
Mm-hmm. You're picking apart the knots, but still holding the ropes kind of in place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Keep the illusion up.
All right, Emma, what are you doing?
Taking a shot at one of the lieutenants. Probably not the one Egidio's playing with.
One of the other
He
ones.
seems to have that under control.
As fixed to say, that just seems like a little Roman candle on the floor. Just
seems to have that under control. She's proud.
All right. So he sees you step out with the gun, shooting back at you.
Fantastic. Got 5.
He also got 5. Ties go to the player. So what's the damage on your?
+3.
+3.
And incendiary.
All right, so that's 3 aggravated. All right. You hit him. His shot goes wide. It bings off the middle door that y'all opened, or the frame anyway.
She will motion or kind of glance back to Josephine. Unless you've got some good tricks, I would suggest staying cover.
She goes, I don't have anything as targeted as a bullet.
Good, act as witness.
Oh, and Emma, give me a wits awareness.
Ooh.
Cool.
No particular reason.
No particular reason.
Just because I like hearing dice roll.
I mean, it is very soothing. 4.
When that bullet pinged off, I mean, there would be a spark regardless. But yeah, you're pretty sure they're firing. It looked a little different. You're pretty sure they're firing incendiary rounds.
Ah, shit.
Because y'all
Makes sense. They would have had access to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just gonna call out, "It's spicy." Everyone on her side's young enough to get that.
Iola, are you with us? I think I see her.
Currently bio.
Oh, okay. That was Duba. I saw walking behind both cameras. All right, then we'll come back to her later. Kyle.
Yes.
We
having a dust up?
We're having a dust up.
We having a dust up.
He is triggering 2 of his abilities.
Okie dokie.
He does not get hungry from either one of them.
Okay.
And then he's going to continue to try to bash you in the head with his milk here.
Cool. Question.
Yes.
May I apply my grappling specialty to try and remove said chair from play? Provided I win this contest.
Sure. I mean, you won't do any damage to him doing it, but you can disarm him, sure. Hey, he only got 5 successes.
Yeah, I got 8.
Right.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
Only 8.
Well, that's the thing is, it is only 8 because I'm not doing any damage, so I don't get feral weapons or the wolf thing. So
but you beat him by 3, so you managed to
contest.
snatch that chair, yank it out of his hand, and just throw it over your shoulder.
That dice back.
You notice his skin looks different now.
Oh.
Let me find the description.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a sheen to it now.
Let's go, Stone Skin.
Okay.
Almost like marble.
Skin like stone.
Okay, dokie. Fair enough.
Him.
Oh, flesh of marble.
The other two, or the two flunkies, the one that shot at Emma is going to shoot Emma again. Emma, what are you going to do?
Knowing now that they are spicy, she's gonna try and. Does the door have any kind of like? Is it just straight hallway, or is there like a little bit of like a wall beside the door?
So the tunnel, the door does not open up like to the length of the tunnel. It opened up to the side of the tunnel.
Okay.
So you can step back through the door and like lean out to shoot and take cover in the door frame.
Okay. She's going to take cover and then take shots. So
Okay.
she's going to use as much of cover on the door as she can. She's also going to kind of grab Josephine and make sure she's back in cover as well.
Josephine has not stepped out in the hallway, so she is not in the line of fire yet.
Fantastic. She's kind of like, let's stay back here. At least for now.
Okay.
I'm back.
Did you want to let Iola roll?
Yeah,
quick
we'll let
before
Iola do
we
that
continue?
portion. We get back to the.
What?
All right, Iola, what do you want to do?
So who's not getting attacked right now?
Was there one of the flunkies? Let's see. Egidio
I
dropped
think it
one
was
flunky.
just.
Emma wounded a flunky. There's one flunky that is uninjured.
All right.
She did
Shoot at
call
him.
out that they were extra spicy rounds.
Yes, they are. They are using the same kind of rounds y'all are. So
That's fine.
I might get to kill a player. I mean, a player character.
You got 2 Salubri here, though. And they have a third one on speed dial. That would be like half the Salubri population.
Okay, well he's shooting at Iola, and he got one success and a skull on his hunger dice. So this could be potentially very interesting for him.
9 successes.
All right, so that is you beat him by 8. You've got 3 for the gun. That's 11. He can only take 10.
Another one gone.
So yeah, you just step out very smoothly, just pow, pow, pow. Nice little double tap. He goes down. You know, technically he's probably only in torpor, but
Torpor. Hurts like hell.
I don't figure the chances of him waking up. I don't figure he's got a good chance of being given the time to wake up later.
Just wake him up for the sunrise.
Yeah. For my enemies, I chop their head off. For my allies turned enemies, they can see the sunrise. It's the last mercy I can grant them.
I didn't kill him.
An enemy's just an enemy, but a traitor needs something special. All right. So then we had, Kyle and August did their thing.
I was gonna take a shot at.
All right. Yeah. That's right. Let's resolve that.
I don't know why I put my dice away. I'm just gonna be doing the same roll every
The
time.
climactic fight. My dice are like, nah. It doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be a fair, interesting fight. 1 success.
If it makes you feel any better, mine are being just about as bad. 2 successes. And then the +3 on the gun.
All right. You said you got how many successes?
2 successes, plus
and the +3
3 for the, and the incendiary.
All right, so that's 5. That's got him up to 8. He is still standing. Though he looks real unhappy.
I mean, I would be too if I was shot twice with incendiary bullets. She's just back behind the corner again, kind of giving Josephine like a little. This is fine. It's going well.
Egidio.
Egidio will. I think he'll look for cover,
Okay.
successfully find it, and then just from cover fire off. I think he's just aiming for the same one that Emma's shooting at.
Okay. There's only the one left other than August, so.
Oh, well, there you go.
Emma appreciates it.
Give him a bad dice penalty to try to dodge this, but he is going to be scrambling. And he got 3. It's the best he's rolled.
Okay, that's better. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
All right, so that is 2 plus your gun is 3. He already has 8 on him. He goes down.
And then just roll, and then I'll aim to. I know there's a whole fight going on between Kyle and August, so I'm not gonna fire in there, but I will, say out. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna move towards Stafford.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
All right, so you get over to Stafford's bed. He's out of it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like point the gun at his torpid forehead.
All right, Walter, you're over there by Harmony. You have gotten at this point you've gotten the ropes loose. You're just kind of holding them in place.
Like I said, he kind of whispers to her to just basically, whenever you're ready to do anything, just tug on the rope twice and I'll let go.
She gives you a little slow nod.
You're gonna give her a fastball special.
I mean, he's
how good can Harmony really fight?
I'm just picturing Walter screaming, "Be healed!" and chunking her at somebody. All right, Iola.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, heal.
And that's when we found out Harmony was a warrior all this time.
It's like throwing a potion bottle at someone in Baldur's Gate. Just throw the salubri.
All right, Iola. Your go, and everybody, all the enemies are down except August. Him and Kyle are still kind of locked up.
Can I get a good shot on him?
You can take a shot at him. The difficulty will be 2 higher. And if you crit fail, it will hit Kyle. I say go for it.
Or flunkies can't kill them. Maybe we can.
5 successes on his part.
Nine successes on mine.
Me knowing what that power he activated does, I'm just like,
Your bullet slams into him. His skin almost looks like it breaks. It almost looks like stone breaking. And then the bullet falls and the skin just sort of seals back up. Leaving no visible damage other than to his, his suit's already ripped up so you can see his skin. But...
Okay.
Basically, his flesh to marble, he can ignore the first thing that damages him in a round. Just to let you know, mechanically what was happening there. Basically, y'all are going to have to dogpile him to get damage through. Says anybody else not gone this round? Gio did his thing. Kyle did his thing. Walter did his. Emma, you went, right, didn't you?
Yeah, I took a shot at that one guy.
Okay. Then it is top of the round, and it's everybody versus August. Walter, Harmony gives a little tug on her rope.
Hey, let's go.
She basically takes cover behind Stafford's chair. Or his.
That's fair.
She hasn't got a weapon. She doesn't have an offensive power.
He understands that, but basically he was wanting to be able to, when she's ready to get away, to let her do it.
Yeah. So yeah, she is ready to take a little cover.
I know the player who almost had Marble's skin like Marble knows what it does, but Egidio doesn't, and so he's gonna double tap. He's gonna double tap Stafford.
All right.
Just...
Give me a roll.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it needed a roll or not.
Yes, because if you miss completely, then it doesn't trigger his ability.
Okay.
Stafford.
No. Stafford.
Oh, Stafford. I'm sorry. I was thinking August.
No. He's making sure the cam's dead.
Yeah, there's no roll for that. Yeah, you just put the gun to his head, empty the clip, or whatever you do.
Mm-hmm.
Quadruple tap him. Come on.
Yeah. Old as hell vampire. The temptation is there to Diablerize, but he also knows that he's got a passenger right now, and he can't do that right now.
So
You
just
didn't
gun
have
to
a
his
passenger,
head,
though.
empty the clip, tell people you were in fear of your life.
Works for... Never mind. I won't get political. But the last
Fair.
20 minutes.
All right, so who wants to go first in this round?
I've been rolling the worst. I'll go because it ignores the first thing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I was about to say Kyle's like up there in melee with him, so I'll eat that. But if you want to go, you go.
Well, but you can also probably do a little bit more damage than her.
I think I'm the only one not doing aggravated.
Yeah, but you're doing
And
not
yet.
half, so
Yeah.
well,
And yet.
you still have to. Yeah, I know. It's all
I'll
in the air.
roll.
So.
You're basically, whatever you're rolling is not being halved, so you're doing more damage than what we can potentially do.
She's gonna get up closer just because she sees the other folks are down. She's like, okay, there's no one left with guns, just that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And 3.
Okay.
She didn't crit fail, but she definitely did not.
Well, power
so
reroll.
3 and 3.
If it's the first damage of the round, it's not gonna matter because he ignores it.
But you have to hit still.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you still have to connect for it to actually take the effect away.
Fair enough. I will willpower reroll 3 of those.
Probably a good idea.
Gets me 2 more successes. So 5 total.
That gets you over what he had, so we won't worry about figuring out the damage. It hits, you see the skin do the same thing.
She's probably moving closer. She sees the skin acting like that.
But that means the flesh to marble is activated this round, so it does not help him for the rest of the round.
Cool. I got 7 successes on my roll.
Oh, okay.
So,
You're the one he's actually trying to fight, so 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
He only got 3 successes. Doesn't seem to matter how many dice he rolls.
Okay, so total of another 7 damage unhalved.
All right. Oh yeah, but he did activate. I forgot about his toughness, which was the other thing he activated.
Okay, so he has flesh to marble. Then that means I only do 2 damage.
I'm sorry, Copper Jack. Hey, Papa.
Because toughness would automatically reduce the amount of damage I do by 5.
Okay.
Because Flesh to Marble is a 5th level fortitude power.
Yeah.
So
He's got a 5 fortitude. Yeah.
Yeah, so that means he just removes 5 damage off of what I do
Holy
outright.
shit.
So I only do 2.
Okay.
There's other people.
But he is visibly taking damage, so
Mhm.
you managed to hurt him pretty good the first round.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how much he had because I didn't add the fortitude in. Okay, yeah.
I think it's
So yeah, he's still got some fight left in him. That's it. That's you and Emma for the round. That's Egidio for the round.
I want to say I potentially chunked through a significant portion of his superficial health track, though.
You hit him with 7 the first time, so that blew through the
Yeah,
resilience.
I've done 9 total.
Yeah, that's all the damage he's taken is that now. I mean, which is a significant amount of his. But
Yeah.
Iola, would you like to shoot at him again? Oh no, yeah, this is a new round.
Iola hasn't gone yet.
Yeah, so she can go ahead and shoot him.
Sure.
And Kyle, he's throwing verbal abuse at you. You know, Matt was right. You're a mutt. You should have taken you should have taken Stafford's deal. The two of you would have been in really good shape when the cam takes back over.
Just bloody maw grin of the wolf as he's currently ripping Vitae out of August.
7 successes.
Okay. All right, so that's you beat him by 5. 3,
Jesus.
8. Well, I was giving him penalties for that one because he'd already acted. Right, that's an 8. It's toughness, knock that down to 3. He's still up.
Tough SOP.
Yeah, he is. He's probably the physically toughest guy y'all run into. Well, I know he's the physically toughest guy y'all run into.
I mean, he's a Bruja. That's unsurprising.
Yeah.
I think the only person who hasn't gone yet, technically, unless you want to count moving the rope as an action.
No. Walter, you've got
Ordered Bruja.
you get to go. What would you like to do?
He's an old Bruja.
Mhm.
Well, seeing as most of my actions, if not all of them, haven't broken stealth, here comes a surprise haymaker for that ribcage.
All right, roll it. He will roll no dice for this because he's completely unaware this attack is coming.
There's always an ass in the room.
Always a nice in the room. I'll put at least 7 dice.
Wait, hold on. I need to double check something.
Okay.
Probably keep rolling though.
Duba, add a dice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, pack tactics.
Yeah.
Fair
You're in
enough.
melee with him.
Fair
This
enough.
is the first time this has come up.
We got
it
there.
Yeah.
Might as well be the finale, right?
Yeah, might as well. I was double checking. Wait, did I take that? Yeah, there it is. Pack tactics.
6 on the successes and adding the 3, so that's total 9. Granted, I'll be half because no feral weapons.
So
Yeah,
that's 9. Do
I'll
I
say
half
that-
before or after toughness?
After.
Okay. So toughness knocks off 5, so that's 4. Halved, he takes 2 more. So yeah, you just come out and whack. Nice. Sound like somebody slugging a side of beef.
I have a very intimate knowledge of what that sounds like.
Then it is top of the round. What will probably be the last round, if I had to guess.
That depends on what orange eat. That depends on what RNG says, but hey.
Yeah, that's
I
fair
think
enough.
Egidio kick this one off and just like kind of like aim up and just go fire.
Let's see. I'm gonna let August roll his first.
Sure.
What does he want to do?
I mean, I'll anime duel this guy. Let's go.
Fair enough. He reaches up behind his coat and he comes out with a stake.
Ooh.
Okay.
He is going to try to stake Kyle.
All right.
Which is there's a penalty on that, isn't there?
It's a 2 dice penalty.
3, I think.
Okay.
Because you're having a call shot.
Okay.
2 dice is called.
I'm gonna willpower re-roll these 3.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm glad I did.
5. So close to a crit, but not quite. Alright, he got 5 successes.
I got 9 because me willpower re-rolling gave me 2 crits.
That'll do it. So you beat him by 4.
Yes.
So yeah, he goes to try to stake you. You clamp onto that arm, tear it up. Well, would have tore it up pretty good, but the marble
Actually, no. So I overpower his ability by what, 4?
Mm-hmm.
So add 3 for 7. Because this was a critical success, it punches straight through flesh to stone.
Oh, does it? You mean
Yep.
flesh of marble?
Yeah, flesh like marble. I did read that as a critical win on an attack roll bypasses the power. It's the very last sentence.
Fair enough.
I think that's why Blackjack never took it, because I think I had the option to, and I was like, that sucks.
Though if it
Well, that's pretty
bypasses it, it doesn't sound like that actually triggers at the end. But that means you did your
It
damage.
doesn't. Yeah. So it's another 2 damage because again 7 minus 5 unhalved, so 2.
That is 16 damage he's taken of his 17.
Almost.
We're getting there,
Egidio-
folks.
Of course,
rolled 1, 2.
this has been
3,
mostly
4,
superficial
5,
though.
6.
So technically, you have,
Egidio
to go
rolled
back through, you have to go back through the chart to actually finish him off.
Egidio
Yeah.
rolled 6 successes.
To shoot him? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining August is like, all right, fine, this will work, and then Kyle's teeth just go straight through.
Yeah, but he's old enough that it's probably something like that. It's probably happened at least once or twice.
Yeah.
It's just eye-rollingly bad timing. Good grief.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you beat him by 5 plus 3 for the gun.
Mhm.
So that's 8. That is just straight aggravated.
Mhm.
Because toughness does not help with aggravated, I don't think.
Nope. He'd have to have Defy Bane.
Which I do not believe he had.
However, since this is the first damage that he's taken that didn't get bypassed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
So yeah, that
Yeah,
triggers. Yeah, he does not
That's
have
fine.
Defy Bane. He's got Fortify the Iron Facade.
Yeah, well, you can't have all the
Yeah, he can't have all the good stuff.
the
But
physical
Mhm.
I
defensive
take
ones,
that
I
back.
guess.
The Fortify is pretty good.
Fortify is pretty good, but like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like my level 3 pick for Fortitude. I went back to level 1 power, Unswayable Mind. So
yeah. So Egidio, it's a beautiful shot right to the back of his head. But all it does is his head tilts forward a little bit, and you see the bullet go spinning off. So that is Kyle and Egidio.
Mhm.
Walter, what would you like to do?
How much effort would it take for me to bend that hand backwards and stab himself?
I would say strength. I'd say strength brawl versus strength brawl.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm probably going to lose, so I'm going to go ahead and do this now. That's a success of rousing strength, so it's already forced. That's a 6. Woo!
Let's see, his potence would factor into this.
So will mine. So that
and
would
your
be a plus 3.
and your potence would factor into this because this is,
A strength test.
Yeah, this is not punching so much as its strength.
All right, how many dice I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know I usually have 7. 1 more for pack tactics, and then I'd have another 2 to roll. So I'll roll that afterwards.
I forgot the dice I get for pack tactics too.
Does it work for you?
Oh well, it does.
Oh neat.
It also works for me.
All right, he got 6. What'd you get, Walter?
It just doesn't like stack.
7. And to finish off my dice, we'll do more. 8. 9 successes.
Okay, so you beat him by 3.
And that's not including the 3 from potence. That's just the dice.
Okay. That's 3. 3 from potence. I think the stake is a 1 by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that is 7. His toughness knocks 5 of that off. So that is 2 more. So that gets 17. So that's all of his superficial. And he's got 1 ag on him now. Or did somebody
But the better,
or did somebody shoot him with
but
a
the
bullet
better
to him?
question is, the whole objective was Walter was trying to bend his arm back with a stake to hit him.
Yeah, you
So-
poked him with a stake. That's where the damage came from. But it's still just superficial damage. You weren't doing the called shot to actually stake him. That
Fair
would
point.
have penalized your die roll and stuff.
Fair enough.
All right, that leaves the 2 ladies, I believe. Emma and Iola.
There are no random stakes laying around.
No.
Egidio has 2
Yeah, but he doesn't just have them laying around.
in his coat.
She wouldn't know that right off the top of her head. Taking a shot.
All right. I'm going to say a 2 dice penalty because he's wrestling with a wolf and a Walter.
That's fair. She did. Oh no, she screwed up. That wouldn't do anything. That would just put her closer to the chaos. Uh, 4.
4. He got 1, so that's 3 plus 3. That is 6. But it's 6. That's straight ag. So that puts him up to 7 of ag he's taken. Iola.
You're the person that gave us this vision. Let's finish it off.
Yep, let's shoot.
Now, plus 2 difficulty. Because of all the people he's wrestling with, and you're trying not to hit your buddies.
Mm-hmm.
5 successes.
That'll do it. So, let's see. With the 2 difficulty, though, so 2 of those basically go away. So you beat it by 3. Plus 3 for the gun.
When do you think you'll be done?
So that's another 6. So that is 13 total down his ag track. Well, I didn't think he'd make it out of this round, but he is struggling, although he's missing chunks. There's bullets smoldering in him. Kyle, you can smell a bit of burnt meat kind of smell to him.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going off about not falling into this rabble. he is going to try to basically shrug the two of you off and make a run for it.
Mm-hmm.
So if Kyle, if you and Walter want to make strength brawl rolls to keep him here,
Okay.
he will roll his strength brawl. Plus his potence. Now that's a little better.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my grappling to try to keep him here, so I'm not gonna do damage.
That's fine. He got a total of
7.
10.
Yep.
Walter,
I wasn't able to.
Walter,
Only got
what'd you
7.
get?
Unfortunately, I only got a total of 6.
Alright, so it's a total of 16 for y'all. Alright, so between the two of you, your man, you know, it's like he kind of
Neither
shoves
do
one of you
damage.
off, but the other one hangs on a little bit. By the time he can kind of shove that one off, the other one's come back.
Mm.
Still managed to keep him there.
Mm.
Just a shame. I was going to surprise you with his celerity.
Ha!
Not that it's super high or anything. But...
Doesn't have to be. I don't think any of us have celerity.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Kyle is fast, but he's fast in wolf.
He's wolf fast. Yeah, he's not celerity fast.
Oh, man,
Egidio's
I could have had him get away.
Egidio's like Olympic sprinter fast, but not like that fast.
All right, so there's 3 of you left that need to take a shot.
Yeah.
Who wants to
You
shoot
basically
first?
have 2 lugs holding him down.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I will shoot. I will shoot first.
All right.
I'll follow him up.
Still
the 2 dice penalty for proximity.
Yes.
Okay.
Iola, you can go ahead and roll yours too. We'll just say the 3 of y'all just unloading on him.
Combined action. I got. Oh, that was close. Oh, baby, that was close. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
All right. Emma?
5
5
successes.
successes.
That was
8
Iola?
successes.
6 successes. All right, Egidio's shot hits first. His skin does the marble thing. Then Emma's hits. Okay. Yeah. Emma's hits. It it's like a double tap where Emma's hits him right in the chest and then Iola's hits him right in the head. And then he just kind of goes limp, kind of half being held, by the wolf and Egidio.
Walter.
Oh, right, Walter. Sorry. I said the name of who I was looking at for some reason. But,
I feel that.
and then the room is just silent for a minute.
All right, let's find a knife.
No. A knife is too kind.
Do we want proof, or do we just want to leave his body for the sun?
¿Por qué no los dos? As he pulls out a steak out of his pocket.
Egidio, all the Spanish I know is from Taco Bell. I'm sorry.
Why not both? As he jams the steak in.
All right. So yeah, y'all dispose of the bodies however y'all feel like doing it. This plant is right on it's shut down during COVID. It's right on the edge of the river. Y'all could drag the bodies to the edge of the river and not have to worry about the fire spreading. If you leave them for the sun. Or you can load them in your van, take the body somewhere, however y'all want to do it.
I feel like we need to proof this.
Yeah.
Just.
Well, Josephine's here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of which, how are Josephine and Harmony?
Josephine's like peeking in when it's all done, Wow, you are a very effective. They were old Bruja. You're very effective.
You don't. For my enemies, they die. For these people, he's not holding up very gracefully. He's like, I assume August is a large dude.
Yeah, he's pretty good sized. Well,
yeah.
no, I
could
take that
probably
back. He's not small or anything, but he's not unusually large.
Probably firemen's carry him then.
Harmony's like looking around, and when she can't seem to find what she wants to, she digs into her pocket and pulls out a different bandana.
Emergency bandana.
Josephine gets an interesting look on her face when she sees Harmony prior to the bandana.
She's old enough
to have heard stories.
He'll shift back into human form, just crack his neck. It's like, Harmony, you good?
Yeah, I can't thank y'all enough. How'd you find
me? Had someone answer a few questions.
I just went down the tunnel. I didn't even know that was happening.
Oh man, I forgot about you. I forgot about you guys with the heightened senses inside the tunnel with all the gunfire going off.
I turned it off.
Yeah, fair enough. You can't get a signal while you're in the tunnel, of course.
That's the thing is I don't think. No, that's right.
You can just turn it off.
Yeah, you can just drop it.
Yeah.
If you don't, though, yeah, you can.
If you don't, it's a penalty.
Yeah. All right, so y'all get outside. You call Matic.
Just pass the phone to Harmony. Be like, you talk. We're taking care of bodies.
Yep.
She, in vague terms, tells him what went down. Josephine's fine. Most of her employees have quit, though.
Understandable.
When he finds out that y'all have August, yeah, he would appreciate it if y'all brought August to him. Since technically, at the moment, August is probably only in torpor.
Torpor.
Yeah. Well, he's got a stake through him, so he's paralyzed.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But you get the impression public execution may be on the menu.
Yes.
I'm down for it.
It'll be something the barons have to get together and decide.
Yes.
Do we want to take Stafford's body as well?
Stafford for sure has a final death.
Okay.
Well, you don't want to leave it laying around though, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
But.
And probably arrange for the other bodies to be cleaned up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I imagine there's a scene where all the other barons are in the room and it's just August is like limp bodies on the table somewhere.
There's Stafford's. Here's Caleb's head. Here's the 3 we took out. How'd y'all do?
Y'all got the rest,
good
right?
With your no name scrubs over there.
Yeah, it's like here's these 3. Oh yeah, by the way, how'd the Western Front go? Did they all get killed by wolves? Sweet.
Nobody from Moulton ever showed up in town. Let's just put it that way.
The wolves ain't good.
That's fantastic.
In the days hence, you get was it Strider was your wolf contact?
Ryder.
Yeah, he let you know they had a grand old time with your friends. A few of them left the party early, which he's implying a few of them got away.
Yeah,
but he let you know. Well, they didn't mind a chance to kill some of these guys, you can't just expect to call them in whenever. But it's like he wants to be real clear that that you don't think this can be a habit. But
This is just a circumstance at the moment.
yeah.
Yeah, and he'd iterate that. Yeah, he understands, and if it ever needs be to be a quid pro quo, he himself would be willing to assist their pack in fighting any worm stuff.
Yeah, he appreciates that. But yes, as the fighting went through the night, the only other major cam individual that was killed was the Malkavian Primogen, who had control of the hospital. He wasn't at the hospital, but that was part of his territory.
Oh yeah, the guy who started all this.
But one of the other groups, some of Maddox's people managed to take him, or Maddox managed to take him out.
It's another body for our domain.
Just
throw that one on.
But basically, with most of the cam leadership in town, most of the Huntsville, Priceville reinforcements were planning to come through the bridge that Rat destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't really manage to get engaged. You've killed most of the leadership in town. And yeah, when you basically have their heads to parade around, most of the other cam resistance starts crumbling fairly quickly. There was one or two locations that managed to hold out.
Yeah.
But the next night they were basically bargaining for free passage out of the city.
Did someone make sure to get the guy that betrayed the Outer Baronies?
He'd have been in the Outer Baronies with the Huntsville, Priceville guys.
Okay. Did he make it through the night, or did he get?
Nobody's able to confirm that he got gotten.
Okay.
Well, I'll say part of the bargain that Kyle would demand is the one that betrayed them and caused the fall of the Outer Barony. He has to be staked and left to the sun.
Yeah, Cam don't care about him. That's fine.
Yeah. Easy.
He was an Anarch they turned, not like somebody they sent in as a spy, so they've got no attachment to him.
I feel like there's a scene where it's like a big Anarch, party post everything. And that's the day we actually like publicly execute them. As public as you can get.
Yeah.
And we just
public within your group.
Yeah, of course. But
at the mall or something.
But Egidio will say something like, "For all my life, I've had friends, but I haven't really had backstabbing friends until I became a kindred, and now they're everywhere. So I think it's important that we show that doesn't get tolerated."
And then they proceed to execute the traitors.
Yep.
But
I have a little radio that's playing like country music.
Little Bluetooth speakers.
Yeah.
But when all is said and done, y'all's territory is basically expanded to cover the other side of the Beltline. Basically, until you run up, until you now border Maddox's territory. So you've got the Parkway Hospital location, or Parkway campus. Now under your control, you had already pretty well gotten the ghouls that were running the place.
Oh, so our domain has another source of blood now too. A pretty extensive one as well.
Now, everybody has to kind of lay low the next few days though, because there was lots of explosions and fires and.
Oh, for sure.
Weirdly, the police pretty much didn't respond through the night.
Wild.
Can you blame them?
Maddox kind of figures out the cam had already kind of prepped for there to be a lot of stuff going on. They had the police more under their control than the Anarchs had managed.
Yeah.
And it just kind of wound up biting them in the rear.
Mm-hmm.
Everything gets blamed on a gang war, and there's a huge crackdown on the city's gangs, who really have not actually done anything through this whole period. But they're taking the blame.
Mm-hmm.
They make a good scapegoat.
One or two even wind up confessing to their involvement. Probably some kindred involvement there.
Mm-hmm.
But your territory is greatly expanded. While there's a half-hearted attempt by the Cam to hang on to the two far baronies, the truth is there's nothing there that's really useful other than its proximity.
Mm-hmm.
And like the reinforcements from Priceville are, since it's looking like they're not going to win, they're very hesitant to agitate you in Decatur anymore, because you're closer to them than Huntsville is. So
Yeah.
So eventually the Cam basically abandons those, leaving the Anarchs in full control of Decatur. It's kind of a busted up, bruised up Decatur at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it always?
Yep. But now with both hospitals under your control, well, under the Anarchs' control, and you've got the blood bank, and a few of the other barons start copying Emma's ideal for the soup kitchen, you managed to get the Anarchs through the rest of the lockdown without too much problem. Where Caleb had been starting up a new chantry for the Tremere, there is an odd assortment of people that come together to explore the building and begin taking it over.
Egidio's part of that.
Ada, Egidio, Shelly from Clint's
Probably Solo.
domain, Solo. Basically all your ritualist types.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Ada's making a chantry, trying to organize a chantry out of you. But keeping that organization kind of neutral among the barons. Like, it's a group, it's a city resource.
There's a baron there, but he recognizes the neutrality.
Right. You're not in charge of it.
Mm-hmm.
Here there's an adjunct professor.
Now, there's several months of going through the building very carefully to make sure any dangerous war, it's a lot of work.
Yeah. Yep.
But her and Solo are both interested in figuring out how what Egidio does meshes with what they do, and if any stuff can be, if you can cross-pollinate it all.
Egidio is capable of also doing... He never got a chance to do it, but he's capable of blood sorcery.
Well, you can definitely get some training for that then.
Yes.
The funny part is, technically so is Kyle.
Well, Egidio's is more innate.
Yeah. Kyle
Well,
put some real effort into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, well, he drank blood from a Tremere. So...
So did Egidio, but that was like a year
while ago. Yeah, but that's all it takes.
I think mechanically speaking, it only lasts until the next time you feed.
Yeah, that's fair.
Otherwise, it would be too many people throwing fireballs.
It's just giving all that a wide berth.
Yeah.
I think the only other thing Egidio would want to do before, as we start getting into epilogues, is just putting Mildred to rest.
You find out that her son was murdered,
Mm-hmm.
and what she wants is your assistant basically putting his murderer down.
Happily.
Well, the murderer was already dead, but he was still around. So there's a whole thing to taking care of that, but you eventually manage it.
One of the other things that Egidio can do is absorb the essence, much like feeding on wraiths. So yes, that does get taken care of.
Yeah.
Like McDonald's Sprite spicy.
Mhm.
Walter, your the way you started networking with all the other NOS, I mean, they were always known to do that a little bit, but that really spread citywide. So you have a network of people watching the borders, basically.
Woo!
Iola, or I should say Rappy, what would Iola do in this peaceful time that you have to kind of rebuild the city? What would she want to get into?
Probably hang out with the other Malkavians for a while.
Okay. Baron Cologne is happy to have you down there. You could help him in his investigations of whatever the crap is going on in Hartzell.
Mm-hmm.
Which you eventually would find out there used to be a mage that lived in Hartzell. And apparently before his death, he bound a handful of particularly powerful spirits. Cologne doesn't really know what else to call them. To guard the city, town at the time, against the supernatural. It's multiple spirits, like, one of them seems to be fire-based, but there were definitely more than one, and some of them are more hostile than others. So, when the fire one is in charge, it doesn't seem like anything gets through. Where those occasions when a vampire like, Egidio manages to drive down there and leave without doing any harm to anything, then sometimes the other spirits won't necessarily attack it, or whatever it is. But he doesn't really get more specific than that, because vampires don't really know a lot more about spirits than that.
Mm-hmm.
Egidio probably gets called in at some point. Yeah, it's definitely not like a human ghost spirit sort of thing.
Yeah, this is like some elemental bullshit.
Yep. Basically, it's the djinn out of that you can have in a mage. But anyway. Emma, a few days after the commotion, your sire rolls into town.
She's in so much trouble.
He does sit you down and redefine what laying low and staying under the radar means.
Yes, Dad.
She'll nod obediently, but she will say, I also have to protect my own.
So yeah, there's this whole scene of three Salubri sitting around in Kyle's bar, all of them with their little hats.
The backwards sit. The
some of Kyle's employees are boss. Are they like related or something? One guy, are they part of a cult? They all dress the same.
No.
Also, yes.
That's he points to Emma's sire. That's the father I have to impress. Points to Emma. That's the girlfriend. Points to Harmony. That's her sister. And then he goes back to the office.
And then there's a debate. Is he being literal? I don't think he's being literal.
She would introduce Jacob to anyone that he wanted to be introduced to. Otherwise, she would not, parade him around.
Once you tell him what all's going on, he wants to meet the Baron. So,
okay, yeah.
Your group of Barons. He's not interested in the rest of the city's politics.
Yeah.
Even if Harmony says Maddox is pretty trustworthy.
She will ask Harmony. Just like at one point when they're like doing just Salubri stuff. Maddox a thing?
What? No. She's a little too quick to say it, though.
Sure.
And then she starts coming with all the reasons why that would be a bad idea. Oh, no.
Yeah,
he's way too grumpy.
Bad idea.
He's grumpy.
Yeah.
There's this one Bruja in back up north that I was talking to.
She was never as interested in Blackjack as Blackjack was in her.
No,
I'll just tell you.
no, she was not.
Yeah.
I
But
wonder if she was at all curious about the fact that Samuel, as a Tremere, was like, meh, I don't care.
she thought you were weird, but Ultramir were weird some kind of way.
Yeah. Ada
Uh,
didn't care either, so probably didn't bother her.
And as things quieten down, Zeke eventually gets a little calmer and a little,
Yeah.
it stops seeming like he's getting ready to quit any day now.
Oh, he's been keyed up this whole time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he'd been looking through the help wanted ads and all kinds of stuff, thinking about
Like
getting
in
out of
front of Kyle, just reading a help wanted ad.
Just scrolling Indeed in front of him.
there. But Ada keeps her word and keeps Woodard on a tighter leash. Maybe literally, you're not really sure.
Whatever Woodard's into.
Okay.
But Woodard seems to be, since y'all won, Woodard seems to be pretty content. So
I got 2 successes, so I don't lose a humanity.
oh yes, for your thing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where we're at there. The
Yay,
city is
we did it.
as safe as it's going to be. You've still
As
got
safe as
cam
the city
cities
can
all
be.
around you, but the city itself, any major threats are going to have to come from inside now, or come from outside.
Yeah.
That's the next campaign.
Oh.
Now, if we ever come back to World of Darkness, I'd really like to try Hunter, truthfully.
Hunter
Fair
would be cool.
enough.
We're gonna have to kill our old characters.
That's not.
Both
Yeah,
sides.
no.
I'm gonna say, yeah.
God.
Or you'd be the hunters that came in and wiped so many people out before these last 2 campaigns started.
The Inquisition that just destroyed the
Yeah,
Chantry.
everybody assumes it was the Inquisition. Maybe it was good old-fashioned hunters. Who knows?
Maybe.
But that wraps up this chronicle. I hope y'all had fun. I enjoyed it.
Yay.
Yep.
Hope anybody that came by and watched it at any point through the year enjoyed it. I hope you join us next year when we're playing Lancer, subtitle to be decided. But it's
Eldritch
sci-fi
space
mecha.
horror.
There's only a little bit of space horror.
Just as a treat.
Yeah.
Well, if you do anything with the bonds, one of them is the Magus.
Oh no.
That shit's freaky.
But anyway, join us next year for some sci-fi mecha anime style stuff. So anyway, I was your storyteller for this year, Jason, and with me was Jeremy as Egidio, Sarah as Emma, Eric as Kyle, Rappy as Iola, and Duba as Walter.
Woo.
And we will see y'all next year.
Next year.
Next year.
Or tune in tomorrow. You might not. Who cares?